Dude, what is going on with Spotify? Brother, my Spotify is not Spotifying at all. It's crashed 3 times today. What the freak? I already restarted. I was like, okay, it's good. And now we're trying to play a song that doesn't even exist. Stop it. It's not listening to anything I'm doing. I'm telling it to stop, and it's not stopping. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. There's no music, and it's just really awkwardly quiet now. Oh no. Why is it doing that, I wonder? And I wonder. Okay, it's okay. I have an alternate solution. It is okay. You just gotta give me a second. I cannot believe that happened as soon as I click live. As soon as I click to go live, that happened, which is so stinky. But what's up, gamers? Hope you guys doing great today. Oh my god, you changed your username. There we go. Hold on, I gotta search. Oh, actually, this would be. What the freak? Where is no, chat, it's so cooked. It's so cooked. What's this up? Extra Prime. What happened? My Spotify is just dying on me. It just died on me. And if it's gonna keep dying on me, then I have to mess with the audio a bunch. And I don't like messing with audio on stream. Spotify application is not responding. Well, no shit, it's not responding. No, stop yelling at me. I didn't do anything wrong. I just want a shiny hunt. Why did this happen as soon as I clicked go live? All I tried to do was skip the song. That's all I wanted to do. Dude, first my monitor isn't monitoring, and then I finally figure out why my monitor's not monitoring, and then my Spotify's not Spotifying. What's next? My dad's already not dadding, so like how much lower can we get? How low can it go? But anyways, what's up, gamers? Switch Tua? No. No, Ralts because Ralts is cool. Smile. What a great way to start stream. Smile. Just type one if you're smiling right now. Type one if you were smiling right. Your phone is breaking. So is my inside. Wait, that sounds weird. Why is your phone breaking? Have you tried putting it in rice? Okay, so if I do this and I route it, you guys might not hear me for 1 second. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, no, you guys probably still hear me. Okay, now you guys might not hear me. And if you do hear me, cool. I don't hear anything. So if anything's happening or anybody's yelling at me or TTSing, I won't hear it. But now I do. I think I do. Air traffic. Am I slow? Did you not resub like 3 days ago? I heard it. Okay. I'm just not gonna touch Spotify. I think what's gonna happen is I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna try to skip any song. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm just gonna play music. Do what it's gotta do. So I can actually let it do that and not. Wait, but it's not picking up anymore. Oh, it was muted. Oh, so you guys didn't hear anything anyways. Whoops. Whoops. Is anything else muted while I'm not looking here? No, no, okay. But it's my ghost touch? Well, stop touching ghosts, you freak. Maybe they don't appreciate getting touched. I know as hell I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to Star Khalid touching me. I mean, well, actually, maybe. Anyways, hi gamers. We're playing Pokemon today. Chat, we're playing Pokemon. Yay, Pokemon. Yay. Pokemon. Woo. Chat, type one if you like Pokemon right now. That is, I know you guys just typed one. If you're smiling, W smilers, type one again if you like Pokemon right now. That is a demand. That is a command. Like duh, man, but with come instead. Wait. Pokemon, guys, yay! I tried to order a Switch 2 last night, and they were sold out. But you know what's even more absurd? I want to talk about this. I'm pulling this up. I want to talk about this, bro. Because I saw this, and I freaked the hell out, bro. Y'all thought scalpers were bad? You guys thought scalpers were bad, right? I mean, okay. You didn't think we know scalpers are bad. Boo, scalpers, boo.
Evian says if the Switch 2 was the meme that took over made the LGBTQ+ community in June of 2024, it would be called the Switch 2.
True. My camera's not gonna focus, is it? Oh my god, my camera's not gonna focus. I'm gonna crash out. That's not gonna focus. Hold on. See what I can do to make it focus, because you guys need... Okay, just lag the fuck. Wow, what a great way. How the hell do I up exposure on an Elgato camera? How to increase focus on Elgato camera. Yes.
Elgato Facecam.
Thank you.
Go over to the camera hub, which is the app designed for Elgato. Now make sure to go to device and check if the input is Elgato Facecam Pro. Go over to focus.
Focus isn't even in here. Focus isn't even in here. I've been lied to. We just got flash, flashbang. I just don't want it to leak my address. Can you guys see that price? No, you can't. Oh my god. Look at that price. Okay, well, you can't see it, but you know what? I'm gonna read to you what it says, okay? The Switch 2 Nintendo Switch system for $1,189.99. We got Walmart scalping in the Big 25, ladies and gentlemen. We have Walmart scalping in the Big 25. Kage got one from Best Buy. It was $700. That's how much it is Canadian. Walmart is upcharging $500 for the system. How the hell do we got Walmart scalping in the Big 25? Are they that broke? Are they that broke? Are we not buying enough groceries from Walmart that they need to charge $1,100, $1,200 for a $600 console? Hold on. I'm gonna tweet this. I wanted to tweet this last night, but it's absurd. I just gotta scribble out my address. Why is it not letting me? Oh, because it's white. It's insane. Hold on. No, leave it. No. Chad, I'll give you my address if you give me $1 million right now. How does that sound? The big 2025 was not on my list. Is crazy. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up a higher quality picture now. They tweeted it. He says, higher quality picture, he says. As if Twitter compression isn't garbage. Is it this one? Yep. See? $1,189.99 for a Nintendo Switch 2. Dude, how? How does that even make sense? Riddle me that one, Batman. Anyways, sorry, this is the tangent I wanted to go on really quickly. I didn't open my encounter app either, so I probably should do that. Anyways, Jay, anybody here grab a Switch 2? Any of you guys Switch 2 gamers? Or no? I'm gonna get one eventually. I'm gonna look online. I was told that if you want to order it online, there's like a wait list and like a bunch of other bullshit. No, don't take his hat off. And if that's the case, realistically, I don't like, I'm gonna play, other than if you want to play Mario, I don't feel like you need to get one now. Like, if you want to play Mario now, that's a different story. But other than that, I feel like there's no reason to get a Switch 2. Not right now, anyways. Run and a run. Open this so I can see chat, and then here. You muted for like 3 seconds, so you cut out for like 3 seconds. Are you for real? Are you freaking serious? I was gonna say another bad word, but let me be clear. I will never not love doing that. I just gotta adjust my face cam again. Dude, I'm gonna scream. It was your oh, that's not. I did that backwards. Oops. Ha! My dumbass. There we go. Better? There we go. Sick. It was your mic? Dude, I'm having mic problems now. You cannot be serious. Okay, if it happens again, I need you to yell at me. I need you to yell as loud as you possibly can. Subathon is July 8th. It's a month from now. I am not ready for that. I feel like you're never ready until you're ready, but I'm not ready for that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be something. I have put no thought process into that whatsoever. Actually, yeah, I'm hoping I have this video done by then. Also, by the way, air traffic, thank you for the 7 months of Prime, dude. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that, like, stream was so scuffed inside the stream, so I couldn't even thank you, but thank you very much. Thank you. 7 months of Prime Gaming. Pre-order PLZA with the plushie since I don't really care my is gonna be. Valid. Valid. See, I want to do that. I do. That's kind of what I want to do. I'm just waiting, though. What are the other pre-order bonuses? Like, have they said what the pre-order bonuses in-game are gonna be, if any at all? How, like, they give you, like, Pokeballs and bullshit? God, I love coffee so much. I just switched to Lens gun and countries and the price is gone up within a day and the Mario bonus is gone. ISO. In Canada, base price for the Switch 2, $700, right? I tweeted this. I just tweeted this. On Walmart, it's listed at $1,189, so basically $1,200. It is almost, or yeah, it is basically double the price.
Says Switch 2
at Walmart. It's absurd. Actually, I just want to look. Amazon. I just want to look. Switch 2. Available by invitation. Brother, I gotta get an invite to pre-order a Switch 2? What? What? Yo, invite me to the party, bro. We try to play Fortnite, dude. Let's run some squads. What the fuck? What does that even mean? High demand and limited quantities won't be able to grant all requests. Okay. Well, that's fine. You'll get an email with a link that's valid for 22 hours. Able to grant all. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Hey Siri, text spawn location. I need you to snipe your email for an Amazon link for a Switch 2. Hey Siri, text spawn location. I'll call you after stream and explain. Oh, Bangarang and Tunes, by the way. Can I turn it up, or is my Switch gonna, or my? I'm turning it up. Okay. I'm so nervous my Spotify is just gonna blow itself up again. Not even we have it that bad, damn. Yeah, Walmart just be scalping in the Big 25. It's absurd. It's absurd. Fortnite party invite. Ah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I gotta get accepted to give you a large sum of money. Also, Pokeball man, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome on in. How are we today? Hello. Yeah, like that's absurd. You have to allow me to give you money. That's what I don't understand. I feel like when they release something for the first time, they should like have 3 or 4 times the stock. If they don't already. Like, there should never be an instance where there's not enough. Simply put, I feel like they lose so much money doing that. They, like, obviously there's gonna be a lot of people who buy it, but there's obviously, like, they're gonna lose out on impulse buyers. They're gonna lose so much money off of impulse purchases because, realistically speaking, that is a reality. That is humans. We impulsively buy things sometimes. So not having enough stock every single time something new comes out is absurd. It's like, what do you think they're not gonna sell? Like, do you really believe the Switch 2, the successor to one of the best-selling consoles of all time, and I would argue Nintendo's best console, isn't gonna sell? Is that what you're worried about? Like, right. Yeah, people aren't gonna buy the Switch 2. The games, maybe. Wait, was that 1,000 CAD Switch 2 bundle because the price is the same here? No, just the Switch, base Switch 2 was $1,189.99. So, $1,200. And that wasn't the Mario bundle, that was just the Switch. Just the Switch. Also, Switch 2 is out, which is pretty cool, but also Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 are out. I don't play that game, but I know a lot of people here have. Any gamers tried that yet? And if you guys touch that real quick, pause. Walmart hanging up, y'all going broke. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I think the Romanian Amazon sites went crazy. So I'm not saying this is the case because I would not know. I am the last person who would know. However, I am aware that some online sellers, not specifically Amazon, I just clicked no. However, it is likely that Amazon would do it. Will sometimes have a resale option. So like, and no, Amazon does do it, but it's just not common here. So the reason the prices could be so high, ISO, like if they're higher than they should be in terms of like when you translate your currencies, it's because you might be seeing like scalpers. Like the ads or not the ads, but when you search Switch 2 and the options you see, they might be people reselling them. It might be like not an official Amazon product. It'll be checked by Amazon, but it could be like me, for example. I'm just not literally me, but I could be selling something on Amazon. I could buy a Switch 2 and then post it on Amazon for this price and then list the Switch 2 for the said price. If they don't have any of themselves, which could just be the case. That I'm not saying it is, but that could be the case. Oh, so what's up, Scooby? How you doing, bro? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, chat. I also have other lore. My liver didn't die. So if you guys remember, last time I drank a couple, like I'd say like 2 weeks ago. That might be a week ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. My liver was wasn't very happy. It was not a happy gamer because I consumed the alcohols. Well, I did that last night too, and I'm fine. I'm good today. To be fair, I did not drink anywhere near as much as I did 2 weeks ago, but I didn't die. So I got that going for me. I'm cured. I'm in fact cured. I'm like cancer free, except it's not cancer. It's just I'm not gonna die from consuming my happy juice anymore. Hey, Booby. Deltarune, yeah, Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 dropped, I think 2 days ago. 3 days ago. It's so funny. Deltarune dropped, like the new chapters dropped, and then right after Switch 2's out. And I feel like a lot of those kind of gamers, like Undertale gamers, to an extent, enjoy the old classic Nintendo games. So Switch 2 is kind of hype. Chat, I can't wait till I'm a super famous YouTuber and I get to get free stuff from Nintendo. Like I get to get the Switch 3 for free, maybe bars. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. Bam, bam, bam. Dude, I'm gonna be honest though, Scarvy does look kind of fire. Scarvy on the Switch, like in 60 FPS, it looks great. It actually does look so good from what I've seen. What I'm happy to say is the psychic shiny hunts we do will be done on the Switch too. That'll be kind of cool. That'll be kind of fire. And it'll be a lot easier too because I feel like when the max spawns is doubled, you get to see a lot more gamers, which a lot faster, so you know, methinks shiny hunting's gonna be pretty damn easy. If you thought it was easy before, brother, you haven't the slightest idea. Think of it like doubling your odds. That's what I would argue. It's doubling your encounters, not your odds, but your encounters. I have been here, but hi. Well, you haven't said anything, so hi. I didn't know that you were here, but hi. Switch free up. Market's taking 2 hours to load. You have to download it, right? I tried to switch. Yes, so the physical copies do upgrade. ISO, can I ask you to test something for me now? Can you still use that copy of Scarlet on your Switch 1? That's what I want to know. If I move my Switch 2 stuff over to the Switch 1, can I or the Switch 1 stuff to the Switch 2? Can I still use it on the Switch 1? That's what I want to know, more than anything. Alright, I'll try it. Legend. Thank you. Also, what's up, Ouija? OMG, peak shirt today? Yep. Smile. What's up, Prophet? How we doing, homie? How are we? How are we? How are we? I lost my train of thought, but I completely lost my train of thought. Completely. How'd you admire the relatable shirt? I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys can relate to peeing in pools. It brings me so much joy. My Uber driver complimented my shirt too when I went to go get drinks yesterday. I'm just saying, like, as a socially awkward person, these shirts are the best kind of shirts because it always makes people engage with you. Like, not even like engage per se, but it's like, you know, beforehand nobody would ever talk to me, and now if I'm walking out with the IPM pools, you know, like, you know, somebody will laugh. Somebody will be like, nice shirt, or just something small. Like yesterday I was wearing the I Heart MILF shirt, and you know, my Uber driver complimented it, so that started a conversation in my Uber ride. And then there was a guy in the store that I went to who started talking to me because of it too. Like, we were talking, and it was great because it's like, well, you know, I get to talk to people without having to initiate conversation. Because I like talking. I'm just like, I don't want to be like, hey, I like your pants. Pretty cool pants, man. I don't want to do any of that. So it's a win-win. People compliment my shirt. I thank them. It's either thank you, that's that, carry on with my day, or they keep talking and then hell yeah, we get the yip and yap. Seems to work. Hell yeah. Good to that is great to know. That is great to know. That was my biggest fear. Was when I got the Switch 2, I'd lose all my Switch 1 stuff. Now I'm maining Rosalina. There you go. There you go, brother. How was your prom, by the way, Artie? How'd that go? How was that? I saw you dripped out. Were you rizzing up the huz and huzettes? Were you spinning the riz to the huz and huzettes, or what? What's the lore? Bow, 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 bow. I used the max repel. Smile. I would like to run around now. Robin! Grabbing these. Oh, what the freak. It's pretty good. I would say I was more talkative than I usually was. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Mario Kart World players, Mario Kart matches are currently being overrun by entirely cow players. Mario Kart World matches are currently being overrun by entirely cow players. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That is peak. That is peak life. W. Absolute W. Chat, what if when the... Would you guys be down to do a shiny badge quest for the Switch 2? Like, what if we just stopped doing this and we just did a shiny badge quest for the Switch 2? Not today, because I don't have it today, but I can go get it for tomorrow. Or I can attempt to go get it tomorrow. Really quickly, can a mod run a poll for that? Do you mind slows this? Yep. Yep. I would love to run that up. I think that'd be really fun. As much as I've been playing so much Scarvy already, I think just doing a shiny only challenge in that game. Just get the shiny only out of the way. Not even for like to get the shiny only out of the way, but you know, just to wait. Because that seems really fun. I think that'd be really fun. And that's just something to do. Because I know he's been on a whole yapping tangent about how he shouldn't do more projects and he should focus on finishing the ones he has right now, but I think that would be fun, and that's an excuse to play the Switch too. Can I like order one for pickup at Best Buy? Pickup. Chat, what's my zip code? Can somebody tell me? I don't know what it is. Can somebody tell me? I think the first letter is like R. So you can order for pickup later. And then go pick it up. Ralts, whoa. Yeah, I tried to order one last night, but dude, it's just not searching. Maybe I'm putting it in wrong. Maybe you guys know better than I do. Why is there no, bro? With a withered rose or a withered rose or what is the word? It's not a withered rose. My god, I played too much Minecraft. Withering, thank you. Yo, Best Buy. Best Buy. Whatever. What? Chad, I think my computer's been hacked. I think I just gotta call local Best Buy. After stream. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got to write that down so I don't forget. Call Best Buy to go in debt. Oh, true, after I call Mima. And then call spawn location. It was me, Barry! I hate that I know that reference. Bam. Thank you for the reminder. I already see, this is why I have to write stuff down, because I already forgot I was supposed to call mom. Oops. Oops. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, hey Best Buy, do you guys want to take lots of my monies so I can go brokies? And then, you know what, maybe I just do a 24-hour stream and I crank the ads to the maximum. In theory, hang on a minute now, we could in theory scam Twitch. Hear me out, okay? If we collectively as a community come together and I just turn on my stream for 24 hours, max out the advertisements, and you guys just leave my stream open. Like on like a second screen, and let it play with the ads. This is an infinite money glitch. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why haven't I thought of this before? If I just were to stream for like 24 hours, and then I just had like a couple friends just leave my stream on, and have max ads running, that's an infinite money glitch, is it not? Would you get much profit though? It's not a lot of money per ad viewed, I will say. But what I'll say now, can I talk about Twitch analytics? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to talk about my analytics on stream? I feel like I'm not. I think it's against TOS to talk about how much money you make, actually. However, what I can say, is I think that you would make some money. Can I filter it so it's just... How do I filter this? There's a way you can filter how much you've made off of a certain thing. I think you would make some money. Like, I don't think you would make a lot of money, but like, I think If somebody left it running for 24 hours a day for an entire month, oh no, you're making like some good money off of that. And you have like even just 5 people that aren't subbed. I think you would make some good money off of that. It's like half a USD cent per ad view. Exactly. So if you have 5 people doing that and you have max ads enabled, I think that's like, I think it's 23 minutes of ads per hour. And an ad is 30 seconds roughly. So that would be 46, no, that'd be 23 cents an hour times 5 people. It'd be $1 an hour, which isn't a lot. But when you run for 24 hours, that's $24 a day. And then for a month, 24 times 31. That's $700 a month. At the, you know, but that's if you have 5 people consistently letting it play. What do you mean, adder L? Well, it would literally just be a money, like, I wouldn't stream anything specifically. Like, it wouldn't even be meant to be streaming. Like, it wouldn't be meant for me to be like, hey, let's watch my streams and then I crank the ads. No, it'd literally just be like, money machine. You started an Emerald Shiny Nuzlocke? Ooh, how's that going, Lunar? How's that going? Uh-oh. Did my Spotify die? Oh, it died again. Oh, it died again. Dude, why? You get Torchic after 15 resets. I mean this nicely. Go away. Okay. Not literally, but I hate you and your luck. I'm so incredibly happy for you, but I hate you and your luck. That is insane. That is insane. Why is my Spotify... Can I update my Spotify? Is there an update right now that I can download? Because it's just not working. And my problem is I have my audio set up in a unique way. So, every time I set up my Spotify, I have to like change like 3 audio settings. Oh, no, my computer is just not having fun. Oh, can you guys tell? Oh, my computer is just not having fun. Oh, my computer is just not a happy game. You broke. How did you break your chain of 300? Brother. We gotta lock in, bro. We gotta lock in. There's 17 instances of Spotify running. What do you mean? What? Why is there so many? What? Oh my god. Spotify is a virus in the Big 25. Oh no. Oh, end. Oh my god, they just keep multiplying. It's like I end one, and then 17 spit out. Oh no. God, I'm so cooked. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? I can't stop Spotify from running. I end it, okay? Oh, are we good now? Wait, are we good now? Wait, I think we're good now. I think it's done multiplying. For now. And I'm gonna open Spotify. And 20 of them open at once! Okay, no, never mind, they're gone. Okay, they collapsed. Rose running Windows 11, opens up Windows kills the computer. Yeah, Windows 11 is peak. Windows 11 is not perfect, but peak. Smile. Okay. I'm just click it once. I just clicked it once. Play. You guys shouldn't hear anything. Okay. It's going as plans. I now have to route to this device. I have to skip this song, let another song play, so it's successfully been routed. All of the audio should be gone. No, it's not. Actually, on the contrary, you guys hear the music now. I don't hear the music. Do this. Bye-bye, audio. And you guys still hear it. That's weird. And then this. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. And now it's the same game twice. How does that happen? I didn't even touch Citra. Why? How long has that been? Yeah. Has that been like that the whole stream? And nobody said a thing. Okay. Okay, well, I didn't know that, but now you know. Didn't even know this. Didn't, because, yeah, okay. Well, okay. No, it could have been like that the whole stream, because I've ever seen Mr. Smeargle on stream. No, maybe I'm just making stuff up. It's called the Switch because there's 2 games. You're so true. We are the Spotify-lings. Feed us at instances. Unfortunately, this is true. Mitosis, Spotify, Spotifyosis. Yep. My Spotify's a virus, by the way. We prefer your commentary over music. Well, that's why you get both. But the music is there so that way when I'm not talking, it's not awkward. What does that shirt say? It says, and I quote, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Actually, it should be more clear. So it's not. So I'm gonna say, I'll be clear. There. Now? Okay, it's a little bit better. That's good enough. That's good enough. How we doing, Moon? What's up, homie? Welcome on in, bro. It was like the one you said freaky shit earlier. Don't say that, Poopy. I wasn't saying anything freaky. I don't even know what freaky means. I think you made that word up. I don't even think it's a real word, honestly. I think you're trying to gaslight me right now. I don't appreciate it. I'll sub with the next mon is shiny. Chat, somebody get me a shiny cheat right now. Somebody get me a shiny cheat right now. No way. No way. Moon Pal with the tier 1. Yo. Yo, Moon, thank you for the tier 1. And Evie with the gifted to the homie Carrie. Carrie, if you're here, bro, please, I beg you, would you have the homie Evie a thank you in the chat? I would appreciate it. Yo. Moon, thank you for the tier 1, dog. Thank you both for the tier 1 of the gifted. We appreciate it. Thank you both. That is insane. Ain't no way, bro. Twitch Mobile is Twitch Mobiling. I'm gonna be able to try to fix it. Do your thing, homie. Do your thing. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Well, to the homie Moon and the homie Gary, if you're here. Enjoy the ad-free content for the next month. A cutie patootie badge beside your name. And emotes. You know what's even better than emotes, chat? Let me know. I'm just listening to the shirt, you know? Damn, so what I'm hearing is I gotta print out a shirt that says subscribe for Twitch Prime. That's not a bad idea. Traffic with the 21 biddies. The train must continue. Thank you for the 21 biddies, brother. Thank you. Oh, June, no more stuff for me. 07. Why are the bits gay? I mean, it is the gay month. It is Pride. Cause he is. You know what? It's just yeah. You know what? What can you do? Shiny Ralts. Aw, man. You got it, commentator. You know how to spell. I believe in you, homie. I believe in you. Perchance? You just can't say perchance like that. You can't just say perchance like that, bro. Might sub next month when I get my paycheck. You don't gotta do that, dude. I just appreciate you guys hanging out. All the subscriptions and all that other stuff, it's extra. I'm being so for real. You don't gotta do any of that. I'm just grateful for the fact that you guys are here. Out of all the places on this Urpo platform, with all of the sexy hot tub streamers and the Giga Chad 37 screen shiny hunters, you choose to be here. And arguably the most mediocre stream on the planet. Thanks. Smile. Moon Pal with a gift to the Lunar. Lunar, bro. You best meet up with the homie Moona. Thank you right now. If I don't see you say thank you, I'm going to send my mods to find out where you live and chew through your drywall. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Moon, thank you for the gifted, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. Hey, yo, Lunar. Enjoy the ad-free content for the next month. Cutie badge beside your name and emotes. There is one thing better than emotes, though, chat. Emotes without the T. Shout out to all the emos, bro. Shout out to all the emos. Oshawaves hot tub stream 1. Chat, do you guys really want a hot tub stream? Be honest. Do you guys really want an Oshawaves hot tub stream? Now hold the phone. Now what if we, shiny hunting in a hot tub stream? Oh my god, Moon. Yo, dude, homie, calm down. Oh my god. With the 5 gift to the homies Prophet, Ethan, Ouija, Blue Lobster, and Dirt Loser. Yo, if you got gifted a sub from Moon, please, I beg of you. I beg of you, please. Drop them a thank you in the chat. Moon. Dude, thank you for the 5 gifted. On top of the extra gifted and the sub yourself, dude. 7 subs in like 3 minutes. Hello to you too, brother. Hello to you too. Yes, if you got gifted a sub, please, I beg of you. The least you could do is drop the homie a thank you in the chat. The homie just paid, so you don't gotta deal with ads for the next month, because who the hell likes ads? Ain't nobody like ads. Unless you're a freak. But maybe we do gotta do that. Maybe we gotta do that little ad machine, you know what I'm saying? Maybe for the one time we do it. Also, jumping the hype train right to level 3. Dude, you're insane, bro. First time chatter, by the way. Absolutely. First time chatter indeed. It was like, it's nice to meet you too, man. Shakes hand. God. How are we? Bro, don't even tell me how his day is. Or her day. I didn't mean to assume. Oh, please don't cancel me. I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me. Even with the 200 biddies, yo. Thank you, bro. Rainbow flag, except you spelled rainbow wrong, so now they're gonna get you. The rainbow people are on their way to your front doorstep right now. They are on their way. And you are one of them. You are a traitor. You've been marked as a traitor. How dare you? Assuming? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please. Please forgive me. I am the rainbow. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Skills was kind of cooking. You know, that one time when they said taste the rainbow. I get it, bro. I get it now. I'm just saying. I get it, Skittles. When they wanted you to taste the rainbow, they knew what they were talking about. They knew exactly what they were talking about. I mean, it's okay. I would not be upset if I would not be the first. Wait. Hold on. What? I am a guy. It's okay. I would not be the first. I'm assuming you meant I would be not the first to misgender you. You know what? I won't be the first, but I shows how I'm going to be the last. From this moment on, I will exclusively misgender you. Thank you very much, milady, for the 5 gifted subs. Tips Fedora with Riz. Thank you so very much. Assuming no dick preing. Do you guys want to pre up your dicks? Are you guys feeling a little bit of a dick preing, as the one and only ISO would put it? You guys want your dicks breed? My tune-up rank can't spell. I can't either. Don't worry, dude. Don't worry. It is A-okay. I don't even know what a spelling is. I'm always feeling dick. Yeah, we know, bro. We know. All right, chat. Mods, when I want to run it up. Are we getting a shiny pack of monsters today? Yes or no? I want to lose points again? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Who doesn't enjoy or who doesn't love losing channel points? We started following April 1st. Bro followed April Fool's Day. That was the April Fool's joke. Mods, run it up right now. Addicting needs to be preed. The chatters and chatters are fiending for a prediction. And the means, dude, it's too early in the stream. I was about to fiend. No, they're not fiending. Chat, no, it's okay. We're not fiending. We're gambling, baby. Chat, you guys know what time it is. It's time for you to pre-up your own dick today. The question is, are we gonna get ourselves a shiny pocket monster? Yes or no? But remember, the truth is, I don't want to see you type yes. I don't want to see you type no. What I do want to see is you gambling. The more channel points you put towards today's prediction, the more channel points you get back when you win, which means if you want to make certified stonks, you best be going all in, baby. Full ascend or no send. Are you team believer or are you team doubter? That is the question. And if you're team doubter, I want to have a conversation with you. And that conversation consists of... Why are they saying feign? It's fiend. It's fiend. Why do they say feign? Who the hell is feign? Bruce Wayne? In a cane? What a shame. Who's to blame for being lame? Eminem. I think he just came inside me for a minute. Anyways, I'm thirsty, so cheers. I didn't know I was that thirsty. My God. Did my game just freeze? Oh. Sorry, I've never seen that screen where Abs was just standing there. Hype train level 3, dude. If you have a hype train emote, flex that shit in chat right now. If you got a hype train emote,
Amati Artemis says sorry fiend.
There it is.
Fiend.
I would put fiend on, but I am petrified of my my Spotify blowing up again. Wait, hold on a minute. That is kind of a cute, yo, high key. That's low key a kind of cute emote, dude. Yo, Twitch kind of cooked with that one. Hold the phone. So do you permanently have hype train emotes? Is that how that works? You'd think I'd know this given how long I've streamed on Twitch for, but I don't. Are they permanent? Yeah, well, there you go, dude. You got yourself a permanent cutie patootie. Consuming propane? I see Eminem 2 came inside of you. He did what now? I only found you from a friend, and damn, she was right. You do look kind of cute, and I'm sorry if that's weird. Chat, is this Riz? Is this Riz? Well, shout out to your friend. What is your friend's name? Do you want to snitch on who your friend is? So we can collectively at them and just put them in the center of the spotlight. Sage fright type shit. They're friends. They are. Oh, the wave emote. Yeah, dude, I forgot the Hamloader one. Waves, don't try rizzing up people on stream. Why not? I got some pretty damn good riz. What can I say? So I'm just saying, when I pull up to the club, when I pull up to the function, and I see fine shite, dude, I'm hitting the old classic, alright? This move has been passed down from generation to generation, and it works perfectly, alright? So, take notes. Please, 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 please. It works every single time, chat. I'm telling you, it works. Where is my akimbo? Where's my game? Chat, I lost my game. There it is. It works every single time. Every single time. From generation to generation, dude. From generation to generation. Alright, write that down. Take notes. I have now passed the old Oshawaves lore down to you guys, so you guys can carry on my legacy. Alright. that takes the breath out of you, though. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. She doesn't follow or watch you anymore? That is a lot of people. Fair enough, though. Wait, she doesn't follow him anymore? Damn, so she hates me. What did I do? Oh my god. I feel like I just got like what is the word I'm looking for? I got betrayed. Cast aside. It's like the hold on, it's like hold on.
He's back? Hey, everybody! Andy's back! He's back early from cowboy camp! Places, everybody! Andy!
You're broken. I don't want to play.
This is exactly how it feels. This is exactly how it feels. Hearing that they don't follow me anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. Dude, this scene used to scare me as a kid, bro. Can I be real, chat? I had a nightmare about this scene one time after watching this movie. This movie alone was just weird, bro. Dude, Toy Story 2 was such a freaky movie, and for no reason. I don't know what it is, man. Something about that old dude just really... The collector guy? I don't like it. I don't like it. They just call me and ask if I'm about to spend $200 on Twitch again. Tell them no. Tell them you're not doing that. And then proceed to not. Don't tell them not. That is one thing. Don't say no and then do it, because if you say no and then do it, they're gonna flag your card as stolen. Just like Asha takes my breath away. Me, you when I'm in outer space. That's crazy. Again, it implies this isn't a first time occurrence. I am also very much so concerned. I agree. Now the baby... Wait, the baby with the... Oh. No, you're talking about, Nah, wait, you're so right. Who are you talking about? Oh, I know who you're talking about, the freaky baby. I agree. I 100% agree. I did not like that one either. You're hella funny, bro. How do you keep talking throughout your stream / keep it fresh? What's up, Sheepy? Welcome on in, homie. One word. 6 letters. Some would call it a superpower. It is autism. Thanks for chatting. Yo, what's up, Pietro? Fix my name finally. Hell yeah, dude. Well, welcome on in, Pietro. How we doing, homie? How are we, bro? Happy... What day is it? Is it Thursday? Is it Thursday? I think it is. I don't know. My only sense of time is through you guys. Freaky baby is one word away from being a very current event. Moon, what's your salary? Why are you asking that question? Air traffic. But there's some questions that we don't ask, and I feel like that's one of them. Well, that's because I'm stupid still. Me too, bro. Retweet, bro. Retweet. Hikey. All of Sid's toys were something else. Not Sid was low-key kind of valid, though. I'm gonna be real. He was kind of cool. Oh, my knees are covered in... nothing. What? I totally thought there's something on my knees. Air traffic is looking for a Sucrose Guardian for real. Sucrose Guardian. Meaning. A Sucrose Guardian isn't a standard or widely recognized term. However, there's a similar term, Glucose Guardian, which is gaining traction as a gender-neutral alternative to Sugar Daddy or Sugar Mommy. Oh! I was wondering what you called those gender-neutral... Oh! Wait, that's kind of heat. Hold the phone. New lore just dropped, chat. New word just dropped. Dude, I love when my vocabulary expands to forget about it 10 seconds later. I came back to Wave saying Sugar Daddy. Yeah? Are you... What about it, commentator? Do you have something like to add to the conversation? I was wondering, why are you... Next question. Boom, 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 boom. Prediction for how long the hunt's gonna be? 5 more minutes. That is my prediction. 5 more minutes and then the hunt's over. And then I haven't the slightest of ideas what the hell to do now. What do I do next? Chingling. That's what I do next. We do Legends Chingling. No more Pokemon. Oh. Okay. If you insist, I'll never Pokemon again because you don't want me to. Alright, chat. Looks like I'm becoming a new kind of YouTuber. I don't know what kind of content I'll make.
Daddy, my daddy left me. Seems more like a sour daddy.
Retweet, bro. I'm retweeting that one, but at one time. Hi, Key, bro. Hi, Key. Okay, chat. If I can't be a Minecraft, oh my god, no. If I can be a Pokemon YouTuber, I guess I'd have to be a Minecraft YouTuber. That's like the next thing, right? Like Cobblemon, Pixelmon. Right? Orb!
You 19 months.
You? Like Soulja Boy tell him? You! Dude, 19 months is insane. 1 month away from that big 20, dude. That is crazy. Orbicular! With a 19 months of Twitch Prime. Dude, thank you so much, dog. 19 months is actually insane. That is the highest number. Wait, does that mean today is like the National Resub Day? Is today the National... Because once a month, there is the Resub Day, where all of the OGs resubscribe. Where it's like... I guess Dolly doesn't do it anymore, because Dolly's not here, but it was like Orb, Dolly, Caleb, and then 2 others also resubbed on the same day. Was that today? Or would it have been yesterday? Or tomorrow. Caleb, when's your resub? Caleb, when's your resub? Don't know? Whoa, rare? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Rare moment where Orb says don't know and not Shrudge? Whoa. Orb, are you okay, man? Are you feeling okay? Mine's in 3 days? Oh, so what I'm hearing is you're just not cool enough. Oh, no, because you had to wait the gap time to change to it. Right, never mind. Yeah, you are no longer part of the Cool Kids Club because you had to wait that gap time. Correct, I forgot. Orb, thank you for the 19 months, dude. Wait, you got picked for jury duty? Whoa, so you gotta dress up all fancy like, and you get to see 2 lawyers battle it out in the court. Hand-to-hand combat. Dare I even say mouth-to-mouth combat? Where they basically say objection. Nuh-uh. Over and over again. That seems, and then you get to decide somebody's fate. Then you get to decide somebody's fate. You have to say, is this man innocent or is he guilty? And then I think that you just say, if she's a really hot lady, then I think you say she's innocent. If it's a really ugly man, then you say also innocent. And then if you just don't like them, then you say guilty. I just want to pop in, but I need to go back to finishing my 7 tests at home. Brother, best of luck to you, homie. Best of luck to you. Moon Pal, thank you again for the 5 gifted, or 6 gifted, plus the tier 1 yourself, dude. Thank you so very much, homie. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Thursday evening, dude. We'll see you later, homie. Thank you for stopping by. Spin. What you know about One Piece? Nothing. Not even the slightest bit of lore, if I'm being truthful. What do you think with the Switch 2 being released today? I'm low-key kind of, not bummed, but thumbs down. Because I tried to order one online and they were sold out. Oh, I just closed my Twitch. I'm so stupid. I just lost Twitch chat. But then also, I tweeted it. I wanted to order one from Walmart. And they were $1,200. How the hell is Walmart scalping us in the Big 25? Alright, there we go. Hi, chat. I can see you guys again. Can I get a hi to know that you're still here? Unless you left, like my father, and his father, and his father before him, and his father before him. Oh, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. I left. Oh, okay. Gotta write that down. Evelyn might be dad. All I know is that it's real. Like the One Piece? And I'll be on my 20-month anniversary? How are you a month ahead of Orb? Orb's a day oneer. I think. People leave is crazy, by the way. I think I'm mentally ill enough to get a doctor note out of it, though. Just say that you got the sickness of Hawk-Tua. How your doctor you got Ligma. Finish it amounts on moving on to Seaglass. You know the odds in that game? 4,000. It's base odds. And then you can get 2 shiny charms. Which will lower it down to like 16. You might actually be able to get 3. You get 1 from an event. There's 1 on your PC when you start the game. I dropped my ring. Brownie face. So like when you start the game and go to your room, there's not a potion but a shiny charm in there. So if you want that, you can grab that. And then you get 1 through like a side quest in like Winona City. And then you might get another one for completing the dex. I don't know what the dex completion reward is, if any at all. But then there's also dex snap in that game, which has shiny odds, or shiny hunting, all that fun stuff. All of it lore. How have I been subbed longer than I've been following? Because when you resub, it's not how long you've been subbed for. Okay, so here's the deal. If you follow day 1, I try to lose it just so I can explain this better in focus. You follow and then you sub, it'll say you subbed for 1 month. But you've only followed for 1 second. It's because you sub for the next month. So if you've been following for 6 months and then you sub and it says for 7 months, it's because you subbed for this month too, which will be 7 by the time it ends. Which is a month from now. Like you subbed for the first month, and then after the first month, it's only been a month, and then you sub again. That is the second month that you've subbed for, and so on and so forth. So it's always 1 month ahead of your followage, if that makes sense. Like if you just consistently are subbed, it'll always be a month ahead. Always. 84K, that's, yeah, dude, you're creeping up on 100. Orb's creeping up on 69. Ooh, funny number. Has anybody here talked to Dolly at all? Anybody talked to Dolly ever? Or like recently? I haven't. Yeah, how is she? Hopefully good. Is Pokemon life for you to play other games? I play other games. Pokemon is my life because it's my job, but I play other games. The one thing that I will say, when you become a content creator or a YouTuber, whatever game you make, or if you just do every kind of game, it no longer becomes a hobby. Once you start making money from it, then it's not, you don't play for fun anymore. I haven't played Pokemon just to play Pokemon without recording or anything in years. Like basically since Oshawaves spawned in. And I'm like, that's okay. Like I'm not complaining because I'm doing it right now, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, because it's my job now, this is any different. The process of shiny hunting is the exact same. Running around on the grass, crazy, like just over and over again, like I'm insane. But I do play a lot of other games. Cool, like what? Usually shooter games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, some Apex Legends, mainly shooters. I'm gonna be honest. Like very rarely do I play. And I guess, like there's the Minecraft phase here and there, and then other times I'll play Pal World or Terraria for like a week. But the game doesn't stimulate me enough to keep me engaged for that long or for any longer. Normal, I guess. She pops in Poopy's server here and there. Oh, she a new kitten? Ooh, that is lore. That is lore. I'm glad to hear well, at least at the very least she's not doing bad. The last I heard from her, she was in like a really tricky situation. So normal means the situation has improved. You a Deltarune fan or nah? It's not that I don't like, I dislike it. I just haven't played it. I haven't played it. Her kitten's name is Dr. Pepper. Based. Honestly. So based, I'm having a Dr. Pepper. Cheers, chat. Yummy. Poison. My favorite. I only played it because Spamton was everywhere, but then I fell in love. You know, I've heard it's a great game. Like I've seen I know nothing about Deltarune, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Undertale, I've seen all of the endings. I don't like, I've seen playthroughs and I've seen all the endings. I just have never played it myself. And then nothing about Deltarune. Nothing at all. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's not something I want to play, but it's not something that I don't want to play, you know? I'm just kind of like, I mean, maybe I'll play it one day, but up until then, it's not my priority. Like, there's a bunch of games I'd rather try first, you know? I'm trying to play Sans without playing the whole game. Yeah, there's no experience in Beat Sans. You could, in theory. You just try again. Eventually you get it. Absolutely, 100% you will. Bow, 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 bow. Those games, like, they seem cool. I just, you know. You know, and also, what if I told you guys that I'm delusional and... Just kidding. I'm not even gonna say that. I cannot believe that Walmart is charging $1,200 for a Switch too. I can't get over that, actually. I cannot get over that. Absurd. Remember that time you said you played it in 24 hours and actually didn't do it? That was the well, the plan was... okay, here is my thought process for that one. The thought process was... we have a 24-hour stream to do. I don't want a shiny hunt for 24 hours because that stinks. Not to mention, the 24-hour that we did it on was... what's it called? Platinum. One of my least favorite Pokemon games ever. Arguably. No, I think that is my least favorite Pokemon game ever. It's Pokemon Platinum. So I'm like, there's no chance I'm going to want to play that game for more than like 6 to 8 hours. And then we proceeded to play it during the entire stream. The entire 24 hours we played it. I didn't get off that game once. To be fair, we found a lot of shinies that we were really lucky that stream up until like 12 hours, 13 hours in. Like we found 3 shinies that day. And I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Oh, I have to pop the island scan. So I just was not expecting that. And that definitely boosted the motivation. So we were doing the shiny only challenge. We had to. And that was the plan, was the second I got sick of platinum, I'd play Undertale. And then all of a sudden, played the entire time. How could someone hate platinum? There was a lot of reasons why someone can hate platinum. Favorite Pokemon game is absolutely Black and White. Black and White won, with Ultra Sun and Moon being a very close second. Gen 4 sucks. I can go on a whole tangent about why Gen 4 sucks. I could go on a whole tangent. I could yap about why Gen 4 sucks for hours. Dr. Pepper. No sugar, by the way. Just bring it your copy pasta. Do I still know where that is? I think that's in silly stuff. Pin messages. Oh no, my copy pasta is just about the starters. It's just about that whole tangent is just about the Gen 4 starters. Just the starters. Zero Sugar Dr. Pepper, I prefer original. They taste the exact same. I'm gonna be honest. They taste the exact same. I do not notice a flavoring difference between Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper Zero. Like with Coke and Coke Zero, Pepsi and Pepsi Zero, all of the zeros, you know, oh, this is zero, this isn't. The Dr. Pepper Zero barely tastes different. Like it still does because there's the absence of sugar, but they've done such a good job at recapturing the same taste without sugar. Sorry, I like something in my throat. Dr. Pepper hater? You don't like Dr. Pepper? I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair, honestly. I love Dr. Pepper. I've always loved Dr. Pepper. I've always been, give me Dr. Pepper if they have it, always. But I like it because it's different. And for it to be different, it does not mean to be better. And it is just simply different. It is different. And for the difference to be present means also, or that includes the presence of distaste and favor of, or in favor of. So sugar drinks are, in general, for me, are better than the original. So I have a take on zero sugar drinks. I think Coke Zero is better than normal Coke. I do not think Pepsi Zero is better than normal Pepsi. I do not think Mountain Dew Zero is better than Mountain Dew. But I do think Dr. Pepper... no, Dr. Pepper Zero and just Dr. Pepper just taste the same. They taste the exact same. Like, generally. If you were to taste a Dr. Pepper Zero, you'd be like, oh. Like, I could give you it and you not know that it's Dr. Pepper. Like, without telling you, you wouldn't know it's Dr. Pepper Zero. Like, oh, that's Dr. Pepper. How much caffeine does this have, by the way? "41 milligrams of caffeine? Wait, really? 41? How much? These have 100, right? Oh, these have 151. 3 of these equates to a monster? I mean, like, yeah, it's 3. Whoa. But this is 1.5. So these are 1.5 of these. How did I not know that? I knew they had caffeine, but not that much. Whoa. Have myself a monster without having myself a monster. You want to drink 2 monsters on average? I drink 2 coffees in a monster. Coffee in the morning, monster during stream, coffee right after stream. And then I don't touch caffeine. Or maybe, well, apparently I have caffeine afterwards too. I drink soda. Like I'll have like maybe, like not even often. I'll have like a Dr. Pepper once every 3 days or something. But that's good to know. My take is all the sugar-free drinks taste like sugar. And more sugar, my teeth get sticky. More taste sugary. My taste is that the sugary drinks taste like sugar. And more sugar and my teeth get sticky. Sticky teeth. Yo, what's up, swag? What's good, homie? How we doing? How we doing? But I'm gonna drink coffee. That's what I do. I'm gonna be honest. If I could not drink Monster, I wouldn't. If I had a coffee machine here, I would not drink Monster at all. But I've been kind of thinking about it, honestly. The problem is making a coffee. Wow, I just zoned out so hard. What was I saying? Yeah, my problem with that is just like making the coffee and just having the water. Like a can is just, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like a coffee, I gotta get up, I gotta, you know, boil the water, or like use the kettle in the water, and then I gotta like mix it, and I gotta put the stuff that I need in it. Like I would need a mini fridge. And I would do that, but I know if I get a mini fridge, I'm never leaving my room. If I get a mini fridge, I would never leave my room. Ever. Like, I leave my room, what's it called? If I do leave my room, it's to go upstairs to the kitchen because of the fridge. Bum, bum, bum. Bam, 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 bam. I lost my Twitch chat, by the way, so hello, chatters. I can see you guys again. Hello. So, bro won't shower. Well, no, I shower every morning, but, like, is it really a bad thing, though? I'm just really antisocial. That's all it is. You guys want to know something that's actually kind of sad? Sometimes if I hear somebody upstairs, I won't leave my room until I hear them go upstairs. Like, until I hear them leave. I'm not, like, leave, but like, until they go back to their room. Like, if they go... So, it's a 3-story house. Great. So, like, sometimes I just wait. You're so real for that? It's nothing to do with literally anybody at all. It just, like, I just... Like, what's it called? I'm just antisocial. I like independence. Like, I have glorified living alone so incredibly much. Not to, but that, like, that would get really lonely. Like, I feel like I haven't really thought about it like that. Like, I've thought about it, but I definitely feel like I haven't, like, actually, like, really thought about what that would be like. Because I will say, it is also nice living with people. It is also really nice living with people. Boom, boom, boom. I forgot about that orb. Oh my god, dude. Oh. That is a throwback and a half. You're so right. Yeah, you're so right. Oh my god. You know, it is definitely nice living with people. I will say that. Absolutely, I will say. Like, I just feel like there's no winning. You know, if you live alone, then you get perks of being independent, but then you got the cons of being alone. We live with people, then you have the perks of not living alone, but then also you don't get the independence. I just don't think there's a way to win. But that's just life, you know? That's just life. Sorry for the wait, I was waving it. I'm waving it. I'm waving it. Also, my aunt makes me dinner a lot, and it's always very nice of her to do that, but then also, it's really yummy. And if I lived alone, that wouldn't be the case. I would eat wraps 24/7 and nothing but. Speaking of, Migros be mashed. Ooh. Bam, 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 bam. I couldn't go to school for the week, and my cold isn't really getting better. Oh, you have a cold? Have you tried getting warm? Put yourself in the microwave. That was my microwave impression, chat. Rate it 1 through 10. Rate it 1 through 10. Oh, to be an ant in the microwave. Why? Why would you want to be an ant in the microwave? What is the lore? What happens if you put an ant in a microwave? Get a small mocha. It takes 3 min for 2 to 3 coffee mugs. A small mocha? Does it make the coffee? Yeah, but I like cream and stuff in my coffee. Well, cream, that is like the biggest thing. You know, I like, what's the word? I like stuff that needs to be refrigerated. Who's like creamy stuff? Well, it's not even like, I put, I used to put milk in my coffee. I guess I still do. But now I put milk and a, like a mint creamer. I put like a little bit of mint creamer to substitute for sugar. Okay, Mr. Coffee Jammed. I will die on that hill. Jam and coffee is not as bad as people make it out to seem. I will die on that hill. It is not as bad as people make it seem. Also, how's it going, Positive? How we doing, homie? How are we? They're too tiny that they don't die. Oh, so they just be hanging out there, and then every just, you know, couple hours, they just... It's more like a than a actually. Or if you're a speedrunner, then you don't even let it beep because you open it right before it goes off to prevent noise. That's what I do. Some of those classmates back in the day used to use... not finishing that story. That is a terrible story, Swagato. That is also something that we should not be sharing on Twitch. That is a terrible story and not something that we should not be talking about on Twitch. Smile. Wow. Bros at microwave? Yeah, what can I say? I'm just a good impressionist. I'm just a pretty good impressionist. Literally. So, you know, y'all good, dude. Y'all good. It's all good. I'm at McDonald's. Cheeseburger. Did you get a... Okay, I can't say the name of this, but you can Google it if you want. Get a McDouble and a McChicken. And put them together. That's my go-to order now. It's cheap and it's filling. Like, actually, what I do is... I get the two of them. I just take the top of the McDouble bun off. Just take the McChicken with no mayo. No sauce. No sauce. You can't put sauce on it because then it's too much. McChicken with no sauce. But, I didn't mean to do that. Take the McDouble top off, take the McChicken, put it on, put the bun back on, And it's like a DIY Big Mac without the Big Mac sauce, but what's it called? It's so good. And it fills you. Like, it is so... I eat a Big Mac and I'm still hungry. But never once have I ate what that's called and still been like, damn, I'm hungry. Also, really quickly, as the professionals say, let me be clear. John, I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm here. Hello. Hello, chatters. Hello, chatouts, and everything in between, of course. What'd you guys' opinion on the Switch 2? I don't really have one. It just came out. I think it like Scarlet and Violet look great. I will say 60 FPS games look great. Like Scarby looks fantastic. Not even in the instance of the performance is better. I would be okay with Scarby performance. Just the game just looks better. Any game going from 30 to 60 FPS is already a great jump. It just looks better. If I was here last stream, we would have gotten it. My bad. We did get Dwojin last stream, so there is that. Paying 400 euros for bearable graphics, you mean? Bearable graphics is a crazy terminology. Scarby still looks fine on the Switch. Scarby already just looks fine on the Switch. It doesn't run the greatest, I will not lie to you, but it's still fine. So saying that it's just hashtag bearable is absurd. And also, what's it called? You, what was I trying to say? I completely lost my train of thought. I just completely lost my train of thought. Wow. Oh. You don't buy a Switch 2 for Scarvy. That's what I was trying to say. You're not buying a Switch 2 for Scarvy. You're buying a Switch 2 because it's the new console. It's the new mainline console. Just like how we go from 3DS to Switch. You buy the Switch for all the new games that are coming out. Or just be, you know, the prices are fair. You could be complaining about prices. That's just life nowadays. The price of everything just goes up and up and up, and it sucks. But you can have a PS5 and have way better graphics and even better. I mean, still probably get it a few years later, but yeah, but you can't get Nintendo games on a PS5. Like that's the thing. This is just Nintendo's newest version of the console. Like I don't know why like people. It really seems like people are failing to understand that. Like, really failing to understand. Hello, new consoles come out every, like, 8-ish years. The Switch has been out for 8 years. It's time for a new console. As there always is. PS4 to PS5, PS3 to PS4, PS2 to PS3, Xbox 360 to Xbox One, 3D or DS to 3DS, 3DS to Switch, Wii to Wii U. There's always a new console. And it's just like, I really feel like people are just forgetting that. It's just the new console. Every X amount of years, they drop a new one. And this is the new one. It's not like this is like a new version of the Switch. It's not like this is a Switch Lite or anything. No, this is a new console. Yes, it's the Switch 2. Like how the 3DS to the DS, it's technically still a DS. But they are very different consoles. It's the same thing. Yes, the price is high, but that's because it's a brand new console, and it also has upgraded specs, as new consoles do. When you go from one console to the next, the performance is upgraded. The 3DS couldn't run as high a quality as the Switch could. And it's like going from the 3DS to the Switch was an upgrade, just like going from the Switch to the Switch 2 was an upgrade. So, I really feel like people are forgetting that. I really do. And I'm gonna be honest, and I don't mean to sound like a whiny when I say this, but I've so much negativity. People bitch way too much about the new shit, and it drives me insane. It drives me insane. The prices are high, absolutely, but new console prices are always high. The PS5 isn't cheap. It's not new anymore, but it wasn't cheap on launch, and it still ain't cheap. The new Xbox, same thing. Not really cheap. Now it's the new Switch. The new Nintendo console. It ain't cheap. They're never cheap. But people still find a reason to complain. It's like, don't bitch. Just don't. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple. 07 to the ad viewers. You guys have also dropped in the pandemic. Yeah. This is also true, but even if it didn't drop during the pandemic, I don't think the price would have, you know, maybe it'd been like $100 cheaper, maybe. But hasn't the PS5 price gone down? Or no, it's the same price as it was on launch. Honestly, to be honest, I'm kind of okay with the Switch prices, if I'm being honest. Because the PS5 released 5 years ago. If the PS5 released today, it's costing more than the Switch. Like, and the Switches, like the Nintendo consoles have generally always costed about the same as a mainstream console. Like the Wii U or the Wii back in the day costed the same. I saw there was a video on it. What the Wii costed back then, when you take inflation and everything into consideration, the Wii costed just as much as a PS4 did on launch. A little less than a PS5 did on launch. Prices then were lower because everything was lower, including the money people made. So the console prices generally haven't gone up. The number's gone up, but that's because the number that people make or the number that people earn also goes up. So the ratio of you have to work this many hours to earn this many dollars for this console has stayed the same. Always. And I'm gonna be honest, if the PS5 released today instead of 5 years ago, it probably would have costed more. I'm just being, it probably would have costed more than the Switch does now. Like the Switch 2. So, yeah, you know what? Nobody likes seeing $600 down the drain for a console. Nobody does. But that's just life. That's just how it is. Consoles have never been cheap. Consoles have always been the most expensive aspect. Oh, you okay? Watch. Yep. Yep. Lockdown year 1 was kind of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did like lockdown did so much bad for the world. There was so many problems that came with lockdown. But what's it called? I would say that what's it called? The what's it called? Despite all the bad things, it was still nice. It was still nice. For me. I understand that it was really bad for a lot of people, but for the people that it wasn't bad for, that's what I'll say. If it wasn't bad for you, then you probably enjoyed it. Like, bad in this... Well, obviously, if it wasn't bad, it was good. That's kind of how it works. I mean, like, if it didn't, like, deteriorate your mental health, or if you weren't, like, affected by it, like, you didn't lose your job and you weren't financially struggling, like, most kids, I would say, enjoyed it. There were some long-term effects that came with it that we didn't realize would happen at the time. But at that time, it was pretty fun, you know? No responsibilities, playing video games every day. Like, that was peak. That was peak. No, Scarvy runs perfectly. It does. Yeah, no, Scarvy runs amazing. Wait, is he with promo cards? Not really, no, because they're too expensive. Too expensive of a hobby. I used to. Years and years ago. I'm talking like 10, 15 years ago. Not 15. 10 plus years ago. Now, no. Way too expensive. Long-term affects my attention span. That's TikTok. That is just short-form content. Handheld, the Switch having... Yep. Sounds about right. Scalpers and inflation. Yes. I'm good, fam. As a kid, it was just like a summer break. That's how I remember it, yeah. Like, just a really long summer break. Anyways, happy how many hope you get your Ralts by my out now? Good luck, Mr. P Pool, man. We'll see you later, Prophet. Take it easy, homie. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, fam. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, I gotta look at... Okay. Where is the close... Oh, there's one in there. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. I got to do some lore and figure out to acquire a Switch Tower. I agree though, 120 FPS is crazy. Bam, 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 bam. I caught a shiny Galarian Articuno Pogo a few weeks ago. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Like, that sounds so far. I would love to. Is more than PS4 in your hands? Yeah. PS4 is old, though. That doesn't surprise me. Overheating, but I go crazy, though? Yeah, I feel like the Switch does have some crazy fans to be able to keep up. Master Baltic close on the bus. Understandable, dude. Honestly, understandable. I would too, high key. So you say that, maybe open Pokemon Go just to find a Stunky, and that's it. Was he finding shiny Galarian Articuno? Meanwhile, I just found my second Stunky of the day. Found him out. I am excited to try it, but it's still the same games until what's it called comes out. The game is still the same. Like, it feels like a different... I definitely looked like a different game, but it is still the same game. So I am excited, but not too excited, you know. Bam, 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 bam. Should I go to GoFest this Sunday? Yes. You should. You should. Or a farm for those two. And then you can have your shinies for your team. Remember how you got, like, shiny Litten? I mean, you can't get shiny Ice Rider or Ghost Rider. So, sounds like you should change the entire team plot. Let me ask my situationship. Oh, brother, I am in fear for your mental health, Evie. I am in fear for your mental health. The consoles as crazy as the PS3. Yeah, I didn't, like, I didn't know, obviously, but I remember hearing PS3 launch was insane. My mental health is elite. What do you mean? Am I smelling copium? Situationship and elite mental health don't go together. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. What's your account in Pogo? High. But I will say that, like, I have 40 shiny Poliwags. Let me take a look. is not like super high. Might have a bunch. Oh, it's not gonna show. Oh, 203. But again, a large portion of those are Poliwags, like a quarter of them. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58 of those are Poliwags. Sorry. 203 total shinies. 53 are Poliwags. No, I am not kidding, by the way. Hold on. Let me get back to them. Oh, I have to start shiny, that's right. Like, why am I not there yet? Lots of Poliwags. Hey, 233. Hell yeah, dude. I don't play enough Pogo. I don't play that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't play the game. Like, I will load it up at home, and that's about it. I sent my duplicates from com to home. I will eventually. I've never sent Pokemon from Pogo to home. I haven't sent a single Go Pokemon to home. Ever. I get bored of Kanto and Fire Red, but let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee are fantastic ways to play Kanto, in my opinion. My roommate convinced me to get Let's Go Eevee. W. I'm assuming you mean Rat. I know you guys have another roommate though, so maybe not. Bow, 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 bow. What was I saying? What was I saying, Lelor? Why did the mute? Oh, my Spotify died again. Brother. I think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are fantastic Pokemon games and very overhated. Why is my edge open? Why is my edge edging? Stop the edging! Okay. Yeah, the Switch 2's already surpassed the Wii U in total copies sold. I'm going to try to open Switch 2. Or Switch 2. Oh my god, I gotta stop saying that word. My god. I'm going to try to open Spotify. Wrong S word. And if my PC explodes, 07. It looks fine so far. I'm not dead yet. So I got that going for me. I have that going for me. I have not passed away. Okay, cool. Put this here. Route it again, confirm, skip. And then it's playing, open voice meter. Reset my output device. Alright, we're good to go. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no music. Yeah, I was setting that up. My Spotify guided itself again. So I was fixing it. But thank you, though. Stop the edging. I can't. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I still... You got Let's Go Pikachu on it release and you still haven't finished it? What? What? What do you mean? That's school tomorrow. Good night. We'll see you later, Pietro. Have a good slumber, dude. Thank you for the shiny luck. Appreciate it. Maybe see if there's an update. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to do that. Thank you. Settings. How do I check for a Spotify update again on PC? I'm pretty sure it doesn't auto update. File. Help. No. How to check for Spotify updates. Easy. Click on your profile placer, select update Spotify now. Okay. Well, that doesn't help because there's no update Spotify now button. I wonder why it's doing that. And my profile just takes me to my profile. I have 5 gigs worth of cash. That could be why. That might be why. Maybe. I haven't cleared my Spotify cache since I got my PC. Or, well, no, that says I got my PC, but since I restarted it like 6 months ago, so. I don't think that's too bad, honestly. I think 5 gigs in 6 months, that's not bad. Bum, bum, bum. We'll see you later, Pietro. I don't know if I said bye already, but if I didn't, bye. What's even if you can't put mods on Switch too? I mean, you can still do it. Like, that's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. When you mod anything, when you jailbreak anything, it's not like a little buzzer goes off at Nintendo's HQ. It's not like there's a red, loud, alarm system that goes, this person has bricked their Switch. No, they don't know. If you get caught, they can break you, but they do that anyways. If you get caught using modded applications online, your system gets bricked anyways. Which is, I know that. If I have my Switch, which is jailbroken, I don't ever use that online. I will never connect that to the internet. Because if I do, it's gonna get bricked. They do that anyways. People, people just don't understand that it literally means nothing. All that little change means is you can't sue them. Because technically speaking, they're legally in the wrong for breaking your console. Whenever you do it, they are legally in the wrong. So technically speaking, you can sue them if they break your console. Because you buy it, you have the rights to do whatever you want with it. Now you don't, because you buy it, you can use it. You don't have the rights to alter it, you can use it. You have the rights to use it. So all it means is you can't sue them for breaking your console. That's all that means. They already brick consoles if you get caught cheating online anyways. Or like if you get caught with your console jailbroken, it gets bricked. Because they have sense online that, hey, this person's doing something they shouldn't supposed to. Brick. So this whole thing that, oh, if you get caught modding, you lose your Switch now. They can do that. Everybody's been able to do that since online was a thing. PlayStation 3s were getting bricked 14 years ago. This is nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. This is nothing new. Literally nothing new. The only new thing is you can't take them to court for it. That is the only thing. If you mod it, the risk of your console getting bricked is there. That's why people don't mod their consoles, because they're scared of getting bricked. Same thing with the Switch. If there was no risk of getting bricked, then there would be no reason not to mod your console. People would always, it would be the normal to mod your console. Even your, well, maybe not your 3DS because they shut down the 3DS servers, but like, let's just say 2 years ago, your 3DS could have gotten bricked. I am so pretty sure that you can still brick your 3DS even though the 3DS servers are still offline. Like, it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. At all. So everybody who's like making this deal, they're like, oh, well now Nintendo can break your system. Brother, they've been able to break your system since online was introduced on the DSi. Before you even spawned into the world, bricking has been a thing. It ain't nothing new, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't nothing new. Okay, crash out over. Was it common for kids in the US to play Pokemon and talk everyone at school about it? Where I live, only really did it in 3DS era, and even the niche nerdy kids. Yeah, that experience is pretty universal. It wasn't common at all. Not maybe it is okay, but I didn't grow up when Pokemon was popular. Like I kind of grew up. I grew up in the X and Y era. That's when like I started like, you know, Sun and Moon came out and I hit high school. Right? Year 7 came out November 2017. That was 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I would have been 13. No. So that's not true. Yeah, no. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee came out when I was in like high school, my second year. Or like halfway through my first year, I think, maybe my second semester. Anyways. And that was kind of when Pokemon started like to have this uprise. But prior to
Fortnite Skibbity Microsoft Excel Bingus.
retweet, Pokemon wasn't like popular. Like you weren't a nerd for liking Pokemon. Like I'd get, you know, my friends would dog on me for being a nerd, but it was like they, you know, they were my friends, you know. They're gonna dog on me for anything. If they weren't dogging me for liking Pokemon, like if I didn't like Pokemon, they would dog on me for something else. So it's not like it didn't really make a difference. But liking Pokemon wasn't necessarily common. It was kind of common in elementary school, actually. Like, more times than not, you know, people would bring Pokemon cards to school and trade them. Even if they weren't, like, super into Pokemon, they just knew about the cards and they wanted to be included and thought it was fun. I only know that because I have seen 4 schools ban Pokemon cards. Because, I'm not saying because of me, but when all 4 schools I went to didn't get them banned until I went there, I feel like you can find a common denominator between the schools, so... But I grew up in a very good group of people. I grew up with a group of people who basically grew up with each other. Like, I didn't meet any of these people until 4th grade because I moved around every single year prior to 4th grade. But after 4th grade, everybody that I knew basically grew up. Like, everybody that I knew already knew each other. They've known each other since kindergarten kind of deal. And then everybody just knew each other. Because I was in my city wasn't like I'm not gonna say it's a community, but like more times than not, you knew kids at your school, but then you also had friends at other schools. Because generally speaking, everywhere you lived had two different schools to go to, if not more, right? So like I had friends from my school, but then I also had friends who went to the other school. So then come high school, when all the schools are getting converged, everybody still knew it. Generally, most people knew everyone. Most people knew most people kind of deal. So it wasn't like high school time, all these new kids came and nobody knew each other. All these new kids came from other schools because I was in a middle school to high school. So I was in my high school technically at 7th grade. I just wasn't in the high school part. So then come 9th grade, when all the kids are getting out of the school that went from kindergarten to 8th grade would come to this school. A, they already knew each other, and B, a lot of them knew other people that I went to school with. I didn't really know them, but I'd meet them, like, through friends and friends and kind of deal. So, it was a very friendly, group of people. Obviously, there's, like, drama and bullshit. I'm not gonna even say it was fun times and fantasies. But there wasn't a lot of bullying, because everybody knew each other. It was like, oh, I may not be friends with this kid, but I've known this kid since I was, like, 4 years old. So you're gonna start bullying him, we're gonna bully you kind of deal. It was a very anti-bullying, what's it called? Group of people. Like to grow up with. Like not a generation, but like a year, I guess. Class of 2024. I think that was my class. No, it was, no, class of 2020. That was my class, I think. Or 2021? 2022? Whatever year I graduated. That class of was very nice to one another. We'll see you later, Swag. Take it easy, homie. Have a good salambir, dude. Also, positive. Thank you for the 7 months of Prime, homie. Now that I'm done my tangent. Thank you, dude. How we doing, you? Fortnite, Skibbity, Microsoft, Excel, Bingus, Sigma. How are we? This is the best 2 hours on Twitter ever. I'm petrified to know why. I don't think we had cards back then. Wait, really? Really? That's interesting lore. Bam, bam. In my school, it was a nerd thing, but not have to be bullied for. I was bullied for other reasons. Your name's Air Traffic. Traffic in the air. Traffic in the air. Oh. Get bullied, nerd. You thought you could escape the bullying? No. It's followed you here. I just had to wait until you were comfortable enough to get here. So that way, you'll keep coming back. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Oh. Bow, bow, bow. You bully me constantly? Oh. I would say I'm sorry, but I'd lie. I'd be lying. If I did. If I apologized, it would have been a fib. I'm amazing. I love existing. Hell yeah, homie. Hell freaking yeah. I'm so glad to hear you're doing amazing. I saw you were playing Fartnut earlier. How were your labbies? How was your gaming? Oh, I want to turn the music up a little bit, but I'm scared that if I do, it's going to blow up. You know what? You only live once. And my Spotify is a black screen. Sick. Something tells me that if I turn it up, it didn't blow up. I hope that whatever this problem is, it fixes itself. Because if I gotta do this every single day for like 5 times a day on stream, that's not gonna be PogChamp. But I mean, I did clear my cache, so that might have helped. It might have just been a mass amount of cache. Because 5 gigs is crazy. Like, the most I've ever seen on my phone was 2. So, over double? Kind of insane. Kind of insane. You know what's even more insane? Finding a shiny Ralts right now. Which I am doing. With my eyes and ears. No, I'm not, because I just cannot encounter a Pokemon. Hello? This screen has done, or the other screen has done 2 encounters. In the time that that guy was running on the grass. Bam. Bam. Oh. I will say, though, I am kind of hyped for the Switch 2. The more I look at it on Twitter, the more I see about it, the more excited I am to get it. I don't know if I want, like, I don't know. I want to do something, but I don't know if I want to do something. Like, I feel like a shiny only challenge would be really fun. But I feel like that's a stupid idea. So the grassy count is less frequent in black and white 2 compared to black and white 1? Oh, they might be. Actually, I could not tell you that. Like, I'd have to compare the 2 side by side. Like, I'd have to play them both at the same time to be able to, like, confirm or deny that. I don't have the slightest of clue. Also, Ocean was over odds, so that makes me think that we're gonna get those under odds. I mean, maybe not, but that's what me thinks. Or me hopes, anyways. I am confident that it's gonna be on the right screen, the Smeargle screen. Because, Smeargle game hasn't gotten a shiny in a minute. Smoothie game is due for a shiny. Or choreo time. Don't say that. You say that again, I'm gonna ban you. I'm the more I play through and I can barely take one step like an encounter sometimes. I'm moving the same tile. Did you happen to have a Watchog in your lead party? Because Watchog has Illuminate. I think it's Watchog. Yeah, it's Watchog. Watchog has Illuminate that increases your wild encounters. So if you were leading with a Watchog, that might be why. Bam. Shout out to them for making, in black and white, for giving you easy access to an Illuminate Pokemon. It's just a rat. It's literally one of the first Pokemon you get. She watching my Chog and Illuminate. So now we're cooking up in the kitchen, dude. Now we're talking. Now we're talking my kind of language. I'm gonna be real though. Watchog kind of a bitch. I hate that guy. Ikey. That might be a little bit absurd to say, but I said it. I said it and I will stand by it. And I will die. Oh, please don't launch with audio. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Watchog. Am I saying it wrong? Is it not Watchog? Is that its name? Mr. Bicular, you're making me insecure. Stop. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Meow, meow, meow. Just funny? You're funny. When is your jury duty? So how, or more appropriately, how long do you have until you can get out of it? My poison's all gone, chat. What the heck? What am I supposed to drink now? That my toxin. If I have to go, it's wait, they don't tell you when it is? They don't tell you what it is? Wait, you have to do jury oh. Oh, it's like... Oh. I thought it was like a one-time thing. Like, you just randomly get selected to be a singular jury. I didn't know that it was... That's crazy. Wait, so then hold on. When you get, like... your situation's different because you're unemployed. But generally speaking, when you're employed, do you, do you get paid, or, like, PTO for jury duty? Like, do you get compensated for the absence of work during jury duty? Because, like, if you don't and you get jury duty, you might just get fucked, dude. Like, hold on, because Orb said 14th to 25th. That's 11 days where you just can't work. So in those 11 days, what? Why did... I'm out of repels? Did my island skin run out? I just didn't realize. No, 7 more minutes. It's a miracle. You little shithead, turn around. Why didn't it prompt another thing? Did I just get that unlucky with encounters that I just ran out of max repels? Yeah, I did. Okay, wow. Okay. Unfortunate. Dude, like, if you just... That's 11 days where you don't get paid for. That would fuck you over. Like, that's a lot of money. Because you can't work during jury duty. Right? You can't? Or... Because they need you available, right? Baby! I didn't island scan. Oops. Right, I think. I don't know. I don't know jury lore, because I am not a jury. Me and Judge Judy, we don't get along well. Last time she saw me, she called me a deranged old man. I was 15. So riddle me that one. Go away, dude. I'm gonna be honest, Smeargle. We do not care. QR scanner. Show me. Shiny Ralts first encounter. And that'd be really cool. Nope, it's okay. I actually didn't want it anyways. I'm not interested. I'm shiny hunting for the normal Ralts. I've always wondered if there's a game like that. If there was a way that you can code the game so the odds of not finding a shiny is 1 in whatever. Like, you make it so the shiny odds are 4,095 out of 4,096. And then I played the game without shiny Pokemon. How'd you get a volunteer for jury duty? Yeah, I feel like that'd make more sense if it was like volunteer work. Because then you don't gotta yoink people who like don't want to do it. But I guess if you volunteer for jury duty, you would do jury, like people would end up being in the jury too often. And then it's not like, it can't be like, an example would be like you are in jury duty and you see this individual who's in court 3 different times. You're going to grow a bias for this individual the more you see them in court, right? Like, oh, it's this guy again. Oh, it's this guy again. And then you'd be like, okay, maybe, you know, if this guy's coming up a bunch of times, then maybe you wouldn't think as, you wouldn't be able to think without a biasness because this is the 3rd time, 4th time you've seen this person. But it's still a stank. I know they don't, it just makes me sad. We should just have AI jury. Oh no, the jurors people are gonna get placed out of their thing. Would that make people angry? Would people like despise artificial intelligence? If artificial intelligence took over jury duty? AI jury would be good because of emotions. That's kind of what I'm thinking. They would look at nothing more than like the statistics, and I think that would be a good use for AI. I think that would be a good use for AI. Because they would just be able to look at nothing but the facts. However, yeah, I don't know. That's why the machines can still have biased. Can you elaborate on that? I'm intrigued. If you ask a machine to look at all of the facts and to tell me which, like, in your opinion, or not in your opinion, but based off of the facts, how likely is it that this individual is guilty? And they give you a percentage. And then just say if the percentage is like 80% or higher, you go off guilty. Or if, what, like a certain percentage number. But I guess like maybe that would kind of like demean or something. Maybe like, because it, to an extent, a lawyer's job is to put on a performance to present the facts. Like if me as a lawyer, I just say, yes, my client is innocent because this witness was bribed by the authorities to say this. Whereas, like that compared to, Your Honor, I know my client is innocent. I swear to you, I witnessed an authority witness tamper in all area. In what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, I witnessed witness tampering. That's crazy wording. I witnessed the prosecutor witness tamper to have the jury go, or like, shut up, chat. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. You know what I'm trying to say. I just shut up. I'm gonna shut up myself, but shut up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, gamer? What's good, homie? Welcome back. Welcome back. Also, Justin, thank you for the follow, dude. They're swaying with emotions? Yeah, but that's a part of the job. Like, if there's, like, not a part of the job, but if there's no passion behind the lawyer, that makes you Discord, Xbox, or DC, that, like, you know, like, I'm going to believe the lawyer who's more passionate, to an extent. Like, if I have to believe one or two, I'm going to believe based off of facts, but when facts alone aren't enough, like, there's facts for both sides, and then there's contradictions, and there's the absence of the absolute truth, which 90% of the time there is. You kind of go off of, not which lawyer do you like more, but which lawyer makes a more persuadable performance. Right? I would say.
No way, bro. It's about that.
Sorry. Saw a Twitter clip I wanted to watch. Bam, 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 bam. Does he get paid too much around? Because 9% of the work is all done with paralegals. See, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Lawyers get paid, I think, correctly. Yes, the work is done by the paralegals, but to be a lawyer is to be, it's like, it takes a lot of skill to be a lawyer. Like, that is up there with the hardest jobs, because you cannot forget anything about the law. You cannot forget about the law, but about so many previous engagements, because the law can be overwritten by a previous engagement. And what I mean by this is, if I take you to court because you hit my car, and it's very clearly your fault, but there was this one case where that was very similar to a scenario where somebody took somebody else to court because that person hit their car, but then the person who hit their car won in favor. You then have to remember that entire case, because that case is your argument on top of everything about your current case. There is so, like, being a lawyer is not just, yeah, well, my paralegal said this, so this is why. And being a lawyer also, you have to, I don't know. Being a paralegal is the paperwork. A paralegal is the paperwork. Yeah, I think of it, it's the paperwork, which the paperwork still needs to be done, but there's so much more to being a lawyer. Like, it is so much harder to be a lawyer than a paralegal. 90% of cases, you aren't arguing passionately anyways. Like a divorce or something. You don't have to argue passionately, but you still have to, like, I don't think passionately is the right word to use there. I don't think passion is the word you have to use there. Because that's a person-to-person thing. That is absolutely a person-to-person thing. Passion is not the right word to use there. But you always have to go in with the intent to win. You always have to go in with the intent to win. And then you have to win. That is the other aspect. You have to win. It is a very highly competitive job. So you have to win. And if you don't win, a lot of actual places, like, that I see anyways, You don't pay me unless you win. Like, I don't get paid unless we win. Kind of deal. So if they lose, they don't make any money. They just wasted all their time. Other than, like, their hourly wage, whatever, from their thing. But some cases are very cut, clean, and simple. Absolutely. But that's literally anything. Some days when you work at McDonald's are cut, case, and simple. Some days when you work at McDonald's, this person's ordering 97 French fries, 27 hamburgers, 33 cheeseburgers, 34 chicken burgers, 27, like, just, that's every job. Some days are simple, some days are not simple. And also, being a lawyer, you don't get a lot of free time. Dude, like, how many days a week does the average lawyer work? Or how many hours a week does a lawyer work, typically? The average lawyer in Canada, so I only imagine how in the States, works anywhere from 50 hours to 66 hours or more a week. $66 hours divided by 7. That is 9.5 hours a day every single day. No days off. No days off. And do paralegal? If your argument is that you think paralegals are underpaid, then that's your argument, because that's what it sounds like. But saying that lawyers get paid too much, it doesn't make sense. Also, typical paralegal works 40 hours a week, similar to a standard full-time job. However, the exact hours can vary based on factors like the type of law, employer, law firm versus government, and the specific workload. Some paralegals in litigation, I thought that was a shiny, litigation or law firm may work longer hours, especially during trial preparations or emergencies. Typical paralegals work 40 hours a week. Of course, they can work more. Typically, 40 hours a week. And may vary during, what's it called? You know, emergencies or, I guess, like, high-volume employment. However, typical lawyers, it was 55 to 60. 6. Was that what was that the number? 66? I lost the number, hold on. Yeah, 50 to 66. The typical lawyer is working minimum 10 hours a week more. And I'm pretty sure lawyers don't get days off. I don't think lawyers get days off. Like, their kind of job is like on-the-clock work. Right? Like, they don't just clock in, clock out. Like, paralegals do clock in, clock out. They can, you know, sometimes they gotta clock out later, but they clock in, clock out. Lawyers are pretty much on-the-clock kind of deals. They have to do this. They have deadlines, so they have to get stuff done whether they want to or not, kind of deal. Like, this needs to be done by this time. So if you gotta work 50 hours this week to get this done, you don't get a day off. Unless you did, like, 16 hours, 16 hours, 16 hour, 3 hours. And then you have a day off. I think they get paid too little compared to lawyers. Why? Let me just see. Why do lawyers make more than paralegals? I imagine there's a good reason for it. Lawyers generally earn more than paralegals due to the scope of their work, required education, and legal responsibilities. Lawyers are licensed to practice law, represent clients, and provide legal advice, while paralegals work under their supervision and handle various administrative and supportive tasks. So, yeah, lawyers are like, what's it called? That's like saying secretaries make less. When secretaries handle the, you know, administrative and supportive tasks, they don't do the job, they just help make the job easier. That's always I always looked at fucking, pardon me, paralegals as just like secretaries, essentially. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. And also what I'm reading, I'm just reading like this Reddit post about it too. And from what I read, this person says, the general theme seems to be that a good paralegal is irreplaceable. Oh, that I meant that. I read that completely wrong. Hold on. The theme is we respected as practice law experts and respective aside. Wait, this doesn't answer my question at all. Oh, this is okay. Sorry, this is a question-based statement, not a statement. So I thought, I'm honest, I thought this was okay, my bad. I shouldn't have brought that up. What's up, Meteorite? How's it going, homie? Your Honor, my client is based until proven cringe. Retweet. Retweet. I mean, that does make sense, though. Like, high key, how much school do you have to go to be a paralegal? How much school to be a paralegal? So it says it could be a diploma program or a bachelor's degree, so 1 to 4 years. To be a lawyer is about double that. So that makes sense too. That also just, in my opinion, justifies it. You go to school for 8 years versus 1 to 2 years. Potentially 3 to 4 too, but minimum for lawyer is, I'm pretty sure it's 7 years. But also to be a lawyer, you have to be an associate, which is kind of like a paralegal for like a year to 2 years before you can even become a lawyer yourself. So, to me, that makes sense. Oh, also, that's another thing, too. In firm work, which is mainly where lawyers are employed, they make money based off of the firm. Like, generally, when you are a lawyer for a firm, you make a percentage of the firm's income as incentive to make you work harder. That is also another very, very good point. Because when you as a lawyer work for a firm, you don't make a case for you, the firm. Like okay, let's just say that you pay this, I don't know how much, I don't even know if this is a realistic number. Let's say you're paying this lawyer $50,000. I imagine that's an absurd amount of money, but let's just say for the argument's sake, right? Or not for the argument's sake, but for the conversation's sake. If you're paying this lawyer $50,000, that lawyer isn't getting $50,000. That lawyer's firm is getting $50,000. And they're probably just, like, they're getting a percentage of it. I don't know how big that percentage is, but they're getting a percentage of it. On top of their salary base, whatever. I think they're salary based too. I think. I don't know. Or, like, hourly based, whatever. Where paralegals are just set hours. Like, you get paid 25 bucks an hour. I got my PS5. Do you not have any games to play? But you can play PS4 games. Plus all the free games. As a start. As a start. You just failed a shiny Rhyhorn? Well, if you didn't know, Poopy, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Bam. I love how Quora has a paid subscription now to read. But I cannot read beyond this because I'm not paying for this, but I'm going to read what this individual says. Lawyers are licensed professionals. Paralegals are lawyer assistants who are not licensed and must work under the supervision of a licensed lawyer. Lawyers have more responsibilities. Paralegals just perform the office tasks they're assigned to. Paralegals cannot give anyone legal advice and cannot have clients. Paralegals cannot represent anyone for any legal matter whatsoever. And they certainly cannot charge anyone legal fees. To any of the above, other than office work, they would need to, or they would be charged with a felony of practicing law without license. Lawyers on average make more money than engineers, but less than doctors, and the difference is to do with the supply and demand. That's not the question I asked. But okay, pop off, girl boss. Bam, bam. I didn't click on the bot. Yeah, it kind of sucks to be a lawyer when you're starting out. Yeah. Especially when you're starting out, you have no reputation. It's a very competitive field, and when you spawn in with no experience, that's the other aspect too. Like, you gotta go get yourself... As a lawyer, you need to be hired, right? You need to get clients. You need to bring in clients of your own. Whereas a paralegal just needs to do the client work. They don't have to go out of the way to get the clients. They don't have to maintain the clients. To be a paralegal is much easier work in terms of complexity. And based off of what I've been reading, actually, just generally, because it's less hours. The workload itself may be bigger at times, but like paralegals can just clock in and clock out, whereas I don't think lawyers can clock in and clock out. Isn't there anything I don't want to play that I can't already play on my Xbox? Oh. Well, that's fair. Damn, the Switch 2 like, still feels so good to play. I want to ban you. I want to ban you, Suiwi. Graphics still suck. Get out! Cringe ass statement. No, I'm sorry. I cannot stand people who talk like that about the Switch. Brother, we don't need 4K, you know, on par with virtual reality graphics. We don't need that. And I'm gonna be so honest, I hate that they catered to those kind of people with the Switch 2's performance. I hate that they catered and they made the Switch 2 run 4K 120 FPS. I hate it so much. So much that they cater to those people, because those kind of people just will never be satisfied and will always find something to complain about. And it's like, it's miserable to constantly complain. You can never find the joy in anything. The Switch 2 Scarvy looks fantastic, and I'm so excited to play it because of how beautiful the frame rate looks and how good it looks, it feels like. Yet they're always gonna be like, yeah, but my tree isn't in 4K, so like there's always a but. Like, can you not just take the fact that the game runs fantastic and be happy with it? Sorry to pop off on you, bro, but to enter in with a complaint, I don't know what else you expect. To start your statement to announce your presence with a complaint about an amazing performance upgrade on a game, I'm good, bro. Like, that's just so boring and lame. Like, wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to fucking hear it. I love that video so much. That video is so goofy. Have ugly mountains. The internet has made people too comfortable with sharing their opinions. I will down that out. Your complaint. Ugly mountains? Brother! Sorry, man. I try so hard not to crash out, but dude, what do you mean? Mountains! Mountains! Ugly, like, you're entitled to your own opinion. So, you know, if you think that the mountains are ugly, you think the mountains are ugly. But to complain about it is absurd. Keep your complaints to yourself. That's all I'm asking. Keep your complaints to yourself, because that is... There will never be a universe where I can agree with you. There's never a universe where I can agree with you. And I'm a very passionate person who despises listening to people complain about the same thing every day. When I heard it, like, as a streamer, I hear people complain about the performance or the graphics all the time when they shouldn't. There is no reason to whatsoever. So if you want to keep complaining, my crash out is warranted. If you don't want me to crash out, fair. I just think keep your complaints to yourself. Dude, that is absurd. Absurd. People complain way too much about Scarvy. Like, half the Pokemon community is just miserable, bro. I swear. Josh, remember when I said for Slowsis? Dude, I saw you get 3 of those, gamer. I saw you hatch 3 of them at Discord. That is insane, bro. 3 of them. Within a batch of, I think you said 60 eggs? That is, I seen that. I am so jealous. Like, congrats. Whole line's done. You got all 3 of them little gobbly glues. I am so jealous. That is so awesome. I'm so jealous, but I'm so happy for you. Bow, bow. I was on my first shiny Sun and Moon, so it's cool to see you using one. I'm actually, mine's called No Sand, and everybody says it's an Anakin Skywalker reference, which I like more than my actual reasoning, so I'm gonna pretend that it's an Anakin Skywalker reference. But I was using it to shiny hunt Eevee and to Mega Evolve it to negate Sand Attack, because it has Magic Bounce. And now he's just kind of the he, right? That ain't no lady. Yeah, I thought it was a he. He's just here. He's a little guy. Also, Absol's first Sun and Moon shiny is kind of crazy, because shiny Absol is one of the harder hunts to do. Like, SOSing for Absol, it has a low SOS rate, as is. That's a pretty damn cool first shiny. If I do say so myself. It was full on. Oh, you just got a. Oh, wow, that's even crazier. That's even crazier. There you go. And that is a beautiful full on shiny. High key. Beautiful. My treason smell like pollen. I hate it. True. There are 2 random shiny Rhyhorns. First time I've had 2 shinies. Let's go run off in the distance. No, Poopy. No. 07, brother. 07. I'm heartbroken, bro. I seen a picture on Twitter of somebody who had 5 shiny Porygons on their screen. On the Switch 2, because the Switch 2 has 33 spawns at once. I think that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I was no Keymon. Can't get over Waves Mountains. High key, me too. I can't get over that either. I think that is a crazy take. It's always something, dude. It's not like specifically mountains. It's like it's mountains, or it's trees, or it's rocks, or it's this, or it's that. The only thing that I can warrant is, yeah, the performance isn't great in the water. I can say that. I can say, yeah, performance ain't pretty, ain't fantastic in the water. Fair. Other than that, the game runs perfectly fine. Sure, frame drop here and there. But who the hell cares? It's not unplayable. The game looks fine. Like, brother, people be acting like the rocks in Scarvy, or the trees, or just something, look like 8-bit Mario from 1994. Or whenever the hell that game came out. Like, huh? And today I started hunting for a Mimikyu with SOS, and before I got a single encounter, I caught a shiny Klefki. What is your luck, bro? What is your luck? Put me on. Dude, hold on. Just thought of something stupid. But it's like high-key true. But it's not worth it's not worth loading up the game for. Dude, there is what's it called? I'm trying to see if I can find a picture. In the Scarvy, in the Psychic Gym, or the Psychic City in Scarvy, on the or maybe it's not the gym, there's like a big circle thing. It's like a building. On the building, there is design of the 8-bit Pokemon icons. Like, red, blue, yellow. Party Pokemon icons. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about really quickly. That's not what I wanted. These icons are on the wall. Like, they're as display signs. I was gonna say Scarlet and Violet players would look at this and say the game's unplayable because these are on the wall and they're not 4K. Swear. But I'm not about to load up the game for a bit. I was mildly financially irresponsible recently. I'm petrified to know the lore to this. Gonna work in my yard for a bit? Wait, work in my yard for a bit? Wait, hold on. What's the lore, Poopy? Wait, what's the lore if you haven't skedaddled already? What is the lore about that? Work in your yard on what? I think Boo Cinema is my favorite race. Absolute Cinema. That's a peak name right there. And later I gotta try to Pogo. Oh my god, dude. Dude, gamer, your luck is just crazy, dog. Roger's got the most insane luck. I'd be making money, dude. If you're, yeah, the whole point of money is to spend it, right? So if you're making money, spend money. If you're making money, spend money. The whole point of it is to be spent. Absolutely justifiable. Well, I have to go buy the Switch too. So I'm right there with you in financially irresponsible decisions. Smile. Recently I bought an Xbox account that owns several games and has a Pokemon as the gamer tag. See, I think that's a valid purchase because A, you got a Pokemon gamer tag, and B, you got all the games that came with it. On to the movie, and it says everything black and white. That's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. High key, that's kind of heat. The new Mario Kart sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna get it, but it seems pretty cool. Ever Pokemon game? What Pokemon was it? Can I ask? Or is that secret lore? Reshiram. Oh, that's a heater. High key, that's a heater. I rate that. I'm gonna be honest. I rate that. That is a heater name to buy and a half right there. Like, I would be honest, that's probably like top, I would say, not top 10, but I would say top 50. I would definitely say maybe even top 25 for usernames. Like, if I wanted a Pokemon username, I would want Reshiram up. Like, Reshiram is definitely up there. Out of all the, like, 1,000 Pokemon, whatever, that's up there. Absolutely. Sadly, I know that I'm only like it today. It's from tomorrow back to 1,000 Xbox Studio without a shiny. What are you going for? That's not a Ralts. What was it? But did I just feel a shiny? Bird? Oh, okay. Well, Ralts appears every now and then. Remember Grant? Yes, this is yeah, exactly. That's a popular Pokemon. Xerneas top 20. I don't care, not taking opinions. I don't think so. I don't think Xerneas is up there. Xerneas, that just looks like a weird name. Like, because it's a gamer tag. For a gamer tag, no, it'd be like X Ernie's. Especially since Xerneas has a capital X, and usually when you put X in usernames, it's a capital. X Ernie's. Unless you're a Pokemon fan, you're not pronouncing that name right. That puts Xerneas bottom 500. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. What was the question? Usernames, like online gamer tags that are Pokemon names. Yeah, so exactly, nobody's saying that right. They're saying X Ernie's. Which is exactly why it's bottom 500. Like, you're not reading Reshiram wrong. Rose Raid. Oh, Rose Raid's up there, bro. Now, Rose Raid's up there. Nah. You cooked. Rose Raid's up there. Rose Raid is up there. Rose Raid has like such a good... Maybe I'm a little biased because I like Rose Raid. But that's up there, bro. See... But is it up there, up there? I don't know if it's up there, up there. The only reason I say that is because you'd get called Rose a lot. People would shorten your name. Because it's Rose Raid. Your name would get shortened. Ooh, that nerfs the gamer tag by a bit. Like, people would call you Rose. Like, Rose Raid is tough, but getting called, like, the fact that you get called Rose makes it lose a lot of points. Damn, 07 Rose Raid. Lugia? Yeah, Lugia would be pretty cool. I actually used to I know a COD gamer who had the username Lugia, so Lugia would be cool. Dude, what other names would be like fire, bro? Type Null goes hard. Yeah, Type Null would go hard, except for the fact that you'd get called Type. The problem is if you have not two syllables, but if you can shorten the username, it lowers so many points. Necrozma? Yeah, you'd probably get called Necro. Yeah, you'd probably get called Necro. People wouldn't say Necrozma, right? I'd be called type shit. Sivali? I'm gonna be honest, I always say Sivali. Not Silvally. Silva? Yeah, I could see Silva, but you look at Sivali and you don't think like Rose Raid. You don't think, you just see Rose, right? I honestly, I agree that Silvally is unique enough to not be shortened. It could be shortened, but generally, I don't think people would say Silva. Darkrai? You can be called Dark. Like, but Darkrai's popular enough to where they wouldn't say Darkrai. Like, I feel like a lot of people know Darkrai to where they generally wouldn't call you Dark. Spiritomb. Yeah, honestly, I don't think people would say Spirit. The argument of Spirit could be made, but I don't think they would say Spira. Rayquaza would be a oh yeah, Rayquaza's, like I said, Rayquaza's up there with like Reshiram. Rayquaza's probably top 10, honestly. Like, you'd be called Ray maybe, but even still, like Rayquaza's just, that's still it. That Aber made me want to change my screen name to Kaza, as in Kaza, not Kaza. I rate it. It has ally in the name, so you'd actually be saying it as Silvally. I always just say Sivali. I've always said Sivali. Never said the L, the first L in Sivali. Sevilla, whatever. Silva. No, Reshiram and Zekrom are tough. I think Reshiram's better than Zekrom, honestly. Because I think the formula for a really good long name is like a really good Pokemon username is the long name that sounds cool and can't be shortened. Like, I think Reshiram is better than Zekrom in usernames, though Zekrom's my favorite legendary. I think that is the formula for a cool, like, Gardevoir. Like, you're not gonna get, like, you're probably not gonna get called Guard. Maybe. You might actually get called Gardevoir, actually. Yeah, Gliscor. There you go. That's a name. Yeah, that's up there. Gliscor for sure. Reshi can be shortened. Yeah, you can say Reshi. Like, okay, what I mean by a name can be shortened, it can be shortened, but it won't be auto-shortened is what I meant to say. Like, if you read a username online as Reshiram, like, I'm thinking like a Call of Duty lobby. You're not gonna get, your odds are you're not gonna get called Reshi. Your friends might call you Reshi, but generally speaking, when other people are talking to you, they're gonna call you by your username. Rose Raid, they might just say, yo, Rose, you a bitch. But yo, Reshiram, you a bitch. Like, Reshiram sounds like, they're gonna say Reshiram. Gliscor, though, absolutely, Gliscor's up there. Zubat would be cute. Yeah, getting called, you might just click a bat. Yo, bat. But Zubat's a cute name for sure. So as somebody who's clocked in, like, I would say probably 6,000 hours in a Call of Duty game chat, I feel like I have the experience to talk about what people would call you. I'm basing this solely off of a Call of Duty username, like like what you would get called in a Call of Duty lobby, because I feel like those are the most formally, not so much anymore, social video game aspects. Where if somebody's gonna call you audibly by a username, it's most likely on one of those games. Ball toy. Balls toy. Scyther? Yeah, Scyther be tough. Scyther or Caesar? Yo, Scissor. you would get called Scissor, bro. Yo, Scissors. Dynamax altered form Giratina. You right. Cerulege would be so cool, bro. Dude, Cerulege is such a good username. It's just a good name. Edge? I don't think people would say Edge. I don't think they would say Edge. Maybe. Karu Edge. I think they wouldn't because it's Seru Ledge. It's not Edge. It's not like Cyril Edge. It's Seru Ledge. Like it's L-E-D. Like it's L-Edge. Melodic? That's the lore. See, that's the lore. We finally got to this conversation of the lore for Melodic. Here's the lore. It's time for me to share why I call Melodic Melodic. Here is the lore. So this isn't my story, but this is a story that I've heard. There is a YouTuber online I used to watch a lot more than I do now, but still watch. His username used to be Melodic. Like the word like melody, like melodic. Right? Which is very similar to Milotic. Like, you could say Milotic like melodic. You could totally say that. And it'd be like, well, the D, not T, but you could say Milotic. Or you could say melodic, right? A former username of his was Melodic. XX Melodic, whatever. And he was telling this story about one time he's playing a game. He's playing COD. And this really deep voice speaks to him. And he just mispronounces the name. And he says, yo, Melodic. Trying to talk to Melodic. He couldn't read Melodic right, so he said Melodic. And ever since I heard that story, I have always called Melodic Melodic. Because it looks like the word, Milotic looks like melodic. And that's the association of Melodic. That's the lore as to why I call Melodic Melodic. And I will forever call Melodic Melodic. Because of that story. Is that a YouTube? Yeah, that is a YouTube moment. You're right. That is absolutely a YouTube moment. Yo, Edge. Yogurt app message. True. Talonflame? I rate Grubbin. I think Grubbin would be cool. See, Talonflame would get shortened to Talon or Flame. Like, the criteria for a really good, in my opinion, a really good online username has to be a long name, like multiple syllables, that can't be shortened by logic. Like, Melodic is a good one, because what do you get? You're not gonna say, you might say Melodic, but you're not gonna say it. But things like Rose Raid, you just get called Rose. You would just get called Rose. Rather than people saying, because people like to shorten things. So generally speaking, people aren't going to read your username and just say Rose. I will say, you can shorten every single name. You can always shorten, even Reshram. You can shorten it to Reshi. You can always shorten a name. So it's hard to like explain how a name is good, but you gotta go based off of first impressions. Your first time reading Milotic, you're not gonna say Milo. Well, that boy just came out. you're not gonna say Milo as your first impression of reading that name. If you read Talonflame, you're probably gonna see Flame. Yo, Flame. Like, that would happen. That is a realistic one. Like, a lot of times, my username was Briar Badwolf. I would get called my full name a lot, but generally, I would get called Briar. I would get called Badwolf. I would get called Wolf. You could call me Briar Badwolf, but generally, there was an easier, shorter name that people would refer to me as, even if they didn't know me. If they didn't know me, because that's them seeing my name for the first time is their first impression. So, like, you're not gonna say Reshiram as Reshi. You could, after you say Reshiram a bunch of times over, you know, you meet this guy whose online name is Reshiram, you're gonna go by you might start calling him Reshi or Reshir, like just something, or even like Ram maybe. But first time reading it, you're not gonna say Ram, you're gonna say Reshi. Or you're gonna say Reshiram. Every name can eventually be shortened. It's a matter of whether or not the short name loses aura. This is also true. This is also true. Do you post on YouTube Shorts? I don't know. I don't make short form content. Just because I'm not a short form gamer. I would love to make short form content, but I don't want to make it. Like, if I ever upload shorts content, it's not going to be me. I would like to elaborate. If that ever happens, it's not me making the content. I would love to hire a shorts manager to create short form content out of my content and then upload it to my channel. And I like, that is an actual thing and many people do. Like, most, especially bigger YouTubers generally don't make shorts content. They hire somebody to manage their short form content. And manage being whether they hire their own shorts editors or whatever it may be. They manage it. They know, and because they understand the short form meta. They understand the lore. You know, they understand what's good for shorts, what's bad for shorts, etc. So they just do all the stuff. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Sorry, I was just like, why is my Orokoro in the back of my party? But it's not. It's just because it was battling. That one's only on the bottom right. That is something I would do. Because I would never do it myself. Edit VODs and clips to make it look nice. If you want to, like... That is it. It's a career. I don't know, like, it's not like a long-term... It's not short-term, because, like... It's not like a career that you can pursue and just, you know, get promoted kind of deal. But... if that's something you wanted to do, you would need to get views in your backlist. Like, you would need to present yourself to be like, hey, so I've gained this. Like, you need to make a portfolio. That's the word. And generally, portfolios are like, this is how many total views I've achieved through the shorts I've made or the shorts I've hired people to make, whatever it may be. This is the best performing month I've had for a channel that I've managed. So on and so forth. That being, yeah, like a resume, yeah. So with that being said, I've said this plenty of times, I will say it again. Anybody, brain rot, expert position, so true. Anybody is more than welcome, I've said this before and plenty of times, to upload my content as short form content. If you want to upload clips from my streams, not my literal videos, but if you would like to, you know, upload my clips or anything that you get from streams, funny moments, to a TikTok, YouTube Shorts account, whatever it may be, any money that you make, you make. If you want to try to monetize my content, you are more than welcome to. I will not copyright you whatsoever because the way I look at it is that's free exposure for me. And I will forever stick by that. If you want to. I am not saying to do it. I'm not trying to incentivize you. I am putting the information out there that there are many creators who are against that. I am not one of those people. If you can monetize my content, like my stream content, funny moments, whatever it may be, go for it. Because that's free advertising for me. Why would I complain? And then any money you make, you make. I won't take a percentage. Any bread you make, you make. Bow, 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 bow. Just take a clip of you slap on Subway Surfers gameplay and boom, you had 1 million views. Totally could. Totally could. Alright, ADHD written more? Go for it, dude. Somebody getting a metal click out of context, make money off it. Yeah, if they can upload it to TikTok and benefit financially from it, go crazy. If that TikTok clip blows up and gets 70 million views and you get however much that is in TikTok dollars, you get yourself a fat snack just from taking my clip. And people do that as jobs. There are actually like all those clip channels on TikTok. They make so much money. It is literally a job. So it's a thing. And obviously, like, you know, if you post Jinxie, you're gonna get more views than you are gonna like posting Oshawaves. But if you post Jinxie, then you have competition with every other Jinxie clipper. So would make a career more of a side gig? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing is, if YouTube could be somebody's manager, then that would, not a career, but that would be like, that would take up a lot of time. That would be like, that would be something that would not super time consuming, but like, not something you just do once a week, twice a week kind of deal. If you were to become somebody's manager, that is, if you just do your own thing, very different, but generally speaking, a shorts manager, you're making at least one short a day. Or getting a short made once a day at the very least. Oh, Lonely Rolling Star. This is how mods get paid. You think I pay my mods? I don't even pay my thumbnail artists. I don't even have one anymore. Oh, $7. Oh, that means you gotta find somebody to make this Scarlet Child about Scarlet only. No! Yo, high key? I want to test that when I get my Switch too. Does it, like, I imagine it would load the game faster, right? Does that mean, like, that soft resetting on the Switch 2 is faster? Because it will load the game. Because the longest part about soft resetting on the Switch is the loading time for the games. It's not the menus. It's just the time between launching the game and the title screen loading. Like, that is the longest time. Imagine on the Switch 2, that would be condensed drastically. Maybe BDSP soft resets aren't going to be terrible. Just ask her. Gotta restart again. I'm out of propels. Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't be for a while, but... You know how long I'm out of this crook? Not a dime. I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about. My lawyer has advised not to respond to the statement. No, dude, Smeargle. I don't even care. I'm not even. Nope. I'm resetting again. Don't care. Smeargle, you suck, and you don't get any of my affection. Well, exactly. I sent you $3. Okay, so you know what? Be grateful. I think $3 per 100 hours is a very appropriate wage. All right, buddy. Calm her down. Alright, this is the last island scan rotation. Why am I not on Tauros? No. And now we spin. And we spin. And we spin. And oh my god, and we spin. And we still spin. There we go, finally. My lord. That camera angle looks crazy. Yo, alright, you're right. My bad, my bad. You kinda right. It's not what it looks like, chat, I swear, it's not what it looks like. Rolling Star. New short material shop, there you go. There you go. I wonder when we're gonna get a blue-headed baby. What else do I need? Oh, mana, right. I have the slightest idea how we're gonna do mana, bro. Eggs, mana, this, Chingling. That's really it. Freak. Like, I just don't No. Because I don't have X and Y set up. Okay, here's what hoping Chingling takes another 70,000 hours. I've already invested 70,000 hours, but you're trying to make you with 20 counters? Yo! What? Does Island Skin increase odds? No, it doesn't. It just adds the Island Skin Pokemon to the encounter table. SOS, I'm pretty sure it was SOSing. That's a shiny charm? Yeah, but you don't get increased shiny odds until 31, so that's just not, that's charm odds. That's huge, dude. Oh my god. My lord, am I jealous. Lonely hero star. Hi, Ralts. Baby. Bow, 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 bow. Spin and give me a shiny, bro. Can I be like that? Yeah, dude, that's insane, dog. Slide me some luck for real for the one time. Please. Like you get a 20 encounter Mimikyu, you get 3 Solosis. Hello, Ralts. But not shiny, so thumbs down. Thanks for thank you, bro. Thank you. I started soft setting my Game Boy SP because I can't get luck. This is true. Whip it out, bro. Pretty sure some of the game where you can encounter Mimikyu before overworld sprites. You can encounter Mimikyu before overworld sprites. Well, yeah, but that's because... Well, no, because you can encounter it in Sun and Moon. Or you Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But it's more so like, it was... Sun and Moon is the last generation before Overworld Sprites. Like, Gen 7 was the last gen before Overworld Sprites. And it was introduced in Gen 7, so it's most Gen 7 Pokemon. Like Drampa. Same thing with Drampa. Same thing with Lurantis. Every Gen 7 Pokemon. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Overworld Sprites are fire, but damn, a part of me loves Wild Encounters. A huge part of me loves not having them. I'm just obsessed with Sun and Moon. It's just like this. I'm just so obsessed with these games. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm obsessed with these games because of the shiny hunting aspect. Like, if you could shiny hunt a Black and White beyond just random encounters, I would play Black and White infinitely. I would never get sick of those games. But you can. You got eggs, and that's about it. Eggs are wild encounters. In this game, you got eggs, you got random encounters, you got Island Scan, you got SOS. I don't know if chain fishing is in this game. I don't think it is, but you might have chain fishing. Even so, just SOS is and soft resetting. There's a lot of games you can soft reset on this game. Well, more so Ultra Sun and Moon. Oh. I'm hoping that, what's it called? I'm really hoping that the Best Boy that's near my place has the Switch too. Yeah, okay. I just saw this on Twitter. Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl load twice as fast on the Switch 2. That's exactly what I was thinking of when I said the Switch 2 loads games faster. That means soft resetting on BSP is gonna be a lot easier. Switch 2 is gonna make shiny hunting so much faster because you get more encounters per hour on the Switch 2. Just any soft reset. Like, I dreaded soft resetting the Switch 2, or on the Switch. I just hate how slow it loads. It's still gonna be slow, but It's a little bit faster. Actually, let's go games of Gen 7. They're overworld sprites. Yeah, so I'm saying Sun and Moon was the last generation to have non-overworld sprites. And also, just Gen 7 Pokemon aren't in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Now we need people to actually play those games. I have to do a shiny only on that game, so, you know. Bam. Piggyback. I would be okay if we phase on this guy, because Piggyback is super cute. But this is true. People still ain't playing that game. Like, you know. Bam. You playing anything off stream? Miss playing games with you? Yes and no. Like that's yes and no, hit or miss. Like I have recently, but that's because I haven't been editing anything. Like I still play, obviously. I still play games, but like I do, but I feel like I should say no. I still play Fort. A little bit of Apex. I've been playing HMW, which is a COD client. But I think the reason I want to say no is because I've been giving a lot more recently than I usually do, because I haven't had any work to do after stream other than Malouetta Professor Oak. And that's coming to an end as I'm finally approaching the end of this project. And I know once that happens, I won't be touching games. I think that's why I want to say no. Like, to playing games. But I'm always a Discord DM away. Always the DM away. You know, my taste in games will never change. I will forever always play Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty. Like, that ain't going anywhere, bro. You know, maybe, like, a new game comes out, but I'll play Apex, but it's hard to justify keeping Apex installed. Just so damn large. Fair. So incredibly fair. Most games are so huge nowadays, and it's so stupid. I gotta buy an SD card for Switch. Wait, how much storage does the Switch 2 have? Does anybody know? Switch 2 storage. 250 gigabytes of internal storage. 8 times the size of the original Switch. Of course, a portion of that will be used for Switch, like, memory information. So you probably have, like, 220 gigs for free. Well, not free, but that's not bad, honestly. Considering, like, you'd have to buy an SD card. Not that they're expensive, but that's pretty solid. Depends on the size of the new games, though. Like, is that good? Or is that just compensation for the fact that games are going to be so much larger now because of the fact we're hitting 4K 120 FPS? Fortnite fell off a while ago, honestly. I mean, Fortnite hit its all-time lowest peak for players, which is 1.64 million. Is that falling off? If its lowest peak is 1.5 million? Is that falling off? I think the opposite. And, you know, it's because they did a test season. Like, this is, like, it makes sense. They're doing a Star Wars themed season where everything is Star Wars. All of the loot is Star Wars. The map is very Star Wars based. Like, so it makes sense that they've hit their all-time lowest peak. But even so, their all-time lowest peak is 1.64 million. There are so many games, and, like, that's daily, not like monthly. That is in a day. The lowest was 1.64 million. Like, or maybe that is monthly. Maybe it is in a month. Yeah, in a month, the lowest player count was that. Sorry, that's I worded that wrong. But technically, like, the lowest day was 1.64. But, what's it called? In terms of quality, I don't know if I can agree with that, dude. Like, you might have just fallen out of love with Fortnite, but Fortnite hasn't changed at all. They actually just hosted their first in-person event in a very long time, which is a Pro-Am, which is really fun to watch. I really enjoyed watching that. All of everyone's favorite content creators and pros got together. Not they didn't get together. They got invited out by Epic to do a local tournament. That was really cool to see everybody in one place again. But then also, like Fortnite will never fall. Like your job can be Fortnite, and not in the sense of content creation. Fortnite has so many ways to make careers. Content creation, of course. Professional. They pay so much money that you can go pro because they give out hundreds of tens of thousands of dollars a week. If you make 10 bands off of one Fortnite, yeah, you need to win one Fortnite tournament that's a $10,000, which they host those weekly, to cover you for 5 months. That's $2,000 a month, which I would say is give or take the average wage. Maybe 3 months, or maybe 4 months, $2,500 a month. You need to win one weekly tournament every 4 months to live off of Fortnite money. I would consider that a job. Map creation. They pay their creative map creators so much money. They give out millions of dollars a month. They don't care about money. That's the joys of it. It was even crazier. I take this into consideration. Well, yeah, less the player count is hurting. It's because, relatively speaking, it's because it took an experimental season that isn't aging well, and the fact that there's a lot of players that are playing against. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. Like, is 1.64 million their lowest peak? It is their lowest peak. But is that low? No, that is 1.64 million. That's 1,640,000 people still playing the game at its lowest point. At a point where people, or generally people, aren't enjoying the game. Yet, despite that, or they're not enjoying it as much as previous times. Despite that, 1,640,000 players still played. Maybe not every single day, but generally speaking, that was the lowest, the lowest their player count hit ever. Generally speaking, I can't think that's falling off. I think that is the opposite of falling off. For the record, I just want to say something. Hold on. Scarlet and Violet sold 26 million copies worldwide as of March 31st, 2025. 26 million, okay? That's how many, Fortnite gets more players than total sold copies throughout Scarlet and Violet's entire release in a month. They clear that in 2.5, 3 weeks. And Scarlet and Violet have been out for 3 years. And in 3 years, they got the same amount of copies sold as Fortnite's concurrent players in 2.5 weeks. Like, when you really understand what that means, you cannot say Fortnite fell off. You cannot say that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As soon as new players lose their spotlight, yeah, you know, Elden Ring DLC, Splitgate 2, Deltarune. Exactly. Absolutely. 100%. And the timing for it is truthfully perfect, if I'm being honest. Because their season ends... Actually, no, their new season ends tomorrow. Which means there's new hype for the new seasons. And generally speaking, people are going to be like, oh, this new season of Fortnite's out. I want to try that. The second they get bored of those games, like you said. Once people get bored of those games, or they just, you know, they finish it, they're not interested anymore. There's already new stuff in Fortnite for them to go try. So they have something to look forward to. It's not like, well, might as well go play Fortnite again. No, they have new stuff. Like, ooh, new OG season. New actual Battle Royale season. New Lego season for the people who play that. They're... in the middle of the month, they're doing the new music season, which I don't play that stuff, but there is actually a giant portion of people who do. So this month, they have a lot of stuff to look forward to, which is an amazing, comeback to an experimental season. Like, they did it intentionally. It's very clear that it was intentional, or at the very least, unintentionally worked amazing for them. I want to play, but I'm shit at fighting games, but they compensate for that. They really do compensate for that. And that the game is so popular for a reason. If you could only play Fortnite if you were good at FPS games, or you were good at shooter games, fighting games, whatever it may be. I don't know if you're talking, when you say I want to play it, I don't know if you mean, because you said fighting games. Do you mean Fortnite, or are you talking about Elden Ring? Because Elden Ring's a fighting game. I think it's the quality fall off. But how can the quality fall off if people are still playing the game so fantastically? I don't understand. And they didn't really explain it, furthermore. What they mean by the quality fall off. It's like... And I'm not going to disagree with them, but I just like... The quality of what? The game? Servers are fine. I mean, there is like a little issue with OG no builds, but... Servers are fine other than that. And that's not even a player thing, that's just a population thing. But... Or that's not even a server thing necessarily, that's a population thing. But... Servers are fine. The quality of the game is, I would argue, higher than ever as they implemented an AI Darth Vader that you can talk to. That is very, very high quality. That is beyond high quality because no company has ever done that before. That is new high quality. Like, I just don't understand, and they didn't explain it, so I can't really understand what they mean, but... On top of it, mostly because I haven't really played them mostly. Well, you learn. Like, you know, just because you're not good at it doesn't mean you can't learn. Like, you are human. This is another thing, too. And this isn't directed at you. This is something I've been thinking about a lot recently. This is more so, hey, I've been thinking about this. I'm going to go on a tangent about it. I feel like people forget they have the ability to learn. Myself included, for sure. I really feel like people forget they have the ability to learn. Like, I feel like once you're out of high school, you just forget about the fact that you can learn things. Like, the second you reach an adult, okay, well, I'm not good at this. I've never done this before, so I'm not going to try this. I'm not going to try this. I'm not going to do that because I've never done it before. You can learn anything. Anybody can learn anything. Yeah, you know, you might learn it slower than somebody else did, but you can still learn it. That doesn't mean it might take you a little longer, but that doesn't mean you have the inability to learn anything. You can learn everything. I forget that too. Because, like, I want to make music, but I'm always like, oh, I don't know how to make music. I don't know how to make music. How am I going to make music if I don't know how to make music? You can learn. That is how you do it. You learn. You can learn to anything from playing Fortnite to become the next, an amazing electric guitar player. You can learn anything. And I just really feel like people forget that. Like, really forget that you can literally do anything you want to do. You want to make music? Go make music. You don't know how? You learn. You can go learn. You can watch tutorials. You can learn how to do this. You can learn how to do that. Because that's all you do is you learn. Murder. Sure, I guess. You want to learn how to murder? Go crazy. I guess. I don't condone murdering. And legally that was a joke. So do not hold me accountable in court. But what's it called? Yeah, you can learn to do anything. I just really feel like people forget that. Or like the idea of learning something has just been out the window completely. It's absurd. Watch out, Orb will convict you. No, please. Orb, I said I was joking. No. I just like Fortnite. In the end of it all, if you want to hate Fortnite, find a reason, not an opinion. I can agree with that 100%. I can agree with that. I just like Fortnite because of the fact that I ruthlessly harmed the hell of another game I loved, Rocket League. But not so much just to play for it, but just enough to be said about Rocket League. Yeah. That's fair. That is very fair. It is kind of questionable when other companies buy out games. Because then all of a sudden what the game was supposed to be can be completely changed because another company owns the rights to the game. But that is also a two-way street. And I'm not defending Fortnite when I say this. I'm just saying the owners of Rocket League agreed to sell their game. They agreed to give up their prized possession, their game, to another company. To let another company take control. So that's equally just as saddening for, like, it's also just, like, it's equally as, not to blame per se, but, like, it's equally as at fault as the sellers as it is the consumers. And the same thing with, like, Discord. Like, Discord is isn't Discord up for sale or it recently just got bought? It's the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna entirely blame this new company for whatever the hell happens to Discord. Of course, they are the ones enforcing the changes to Discord. But it's also at the fault of the people who owned Discord previously for selling Discord and allowing these changes to become a possibility. Because every time you sell something, you're, like, the company be like, oh yeah, we're gonna take great care of Discord. But their version of great care is never your version of great care. So it's equally... you are equally to blame both the new consumer, but also the old owner. Back chat, hi, hey Booby. I go tell some of the artists are, so I learned to draw my own profile picture. But that's it. The profile picture, hold on. 2 months of it, but I'm drawing it. Are you talking about in Rocket League? Are you talking about in Rocket League? Or am I missing something? That's the company that bought. Yeah, that's the company. Sorry, that's the company that owns Rocket League, right, or owned previously. I also wonder. I also think it's kind of weird, and it like okay, it's not weird. I get why, because Fortnite has this gigaplex vision, and I know that Epic Games wants to essentially recreate Ready Player One. Not literally recreate it, but they want Fortnite to be the hub for not literally all games, but they want Fortnite to be the everything game. They want it to be the Battle Royale game. They want it to be the racing game, which they very clearly haven't put a lot of effort into. The open world survival game. They want it to be the Guitar Hero game. And like, as they just buy more and not to say buy more and more games, but they themselves will introduce more and more games. Like, there's Lucky Blocks in Minecraft. There's Lucky Blocks in Fortnite. Actually, it's fun. I've played it. It's actually fun. There's Bed Wars in Fortnite, which I played the hell out of. That is also really fun. Arguably more fun than Minecraft, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, on your topic of learning shit. Yes, yes. But yeah, Fortnite will be the everything game. So it's like, generally speaking, I think it's weird when another company buys out. Like, if Fortnite wasn't trying to be the everything game, I would think it's so weird that they bought Rocket League. But they brought Rocket League because they're like, oh, well, other than like Nintendo, there's not really any like racing games other than like the super advanced realistic Need for Speed or Forza. And maybe you don't want hyper realistic. Maybe you just want like a casual car game you can like race in. And well, that's Rocket League, except Rocket League also is something different. But we buy the rights to Rocket League. Rocket League is it's in-depth enough to have logic, but it's also casual enough to where you don't need to know everything about cars to be able to enjoy Rocket League. Or enjoy the car aspect of Rocket League anyway. So buying those rights makes sense, honestly. But if they weren't trying to do it for the everything game, I think it's so weird. I think it would be very weird behavior. Why drink an energy drink knowing there's only 30 minutes or 45 minutes left to stream? I feel like I shouldn't, but my tummy is getting hungry. How is Sir Poopy? What were you doing in your backyard? I tried to ask you before you skedaddled, but you didn't answer me because you hate me. Dude, I hate my... Dude, I don't know if it's ADHD because I was never diagnosed, but I also not, Bow, 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 bow. Sorry, my brain just completely got focused. Dude, I hate my ADHD brain because of how I am. Again, I don't want to say ADHD because I'm not technically diagnosed, but I feel like if I was diagnosed or if I was tested. Anyways, doesn't matter. My brain is like so all over the place. Like right now, I'm still the whole stream. I've been thinking about buying the Switch 2. I've been thinking about checking my bank account and then trying to figure out money, like financials, and knowing how much is like how much money I spent this month, so I can like manage the rest of the month's money better, and blah 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 blah. Boring adult stuff, but my brain has been hyper fixated on it the entire time, and I can't touch it because I'm streaming. It drives me nuts. That happens every time I'm streaming. There's always, it's not to say that I don't want to stream, but at some point in time, my brain will think about something, in stream, and then the entire rest of the stream, I will only think about that. And then I'm distracted because that's all I'm thinking about. But I'm trying to not think about it, so I'm actively yapping about Pokemon or whatever the fuck we're talking about. But then I know that my heart's not fully in it because I'm thinking about this other thing. And I'm trying to think about this other thing the entire time, but then I'm also trying to not think about the other thing because I'm not trying to think about the other thing because I can't talk about the other thing on stream. Or I can't do the other thing on stream, and I'm talking really fast. Sorry. Hey, you guys like shiny Pokemon? Oh, it's better Dots. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, already in everything game, people just want to explore creative. Yeah, no, that's fair. This is very fair. There's so much stuff on creative. You're so very right. So very right. This reminds me, yeah? Absolutely. I was to stream what I brought up, but I really don't want it, so I put it in here. No, absolutely. I just want to get it so I have it inside of the way, and also I kind of, like, the more I see people play Scarlet and Violet, the more I want to play Scarlet and Violet on Switch too. Make a video on it. I have to buy it eventually anyways. So it's like, you know, I just buy it now, then later. Buy it now while I have the money, so I don't end up spending the money, and then when later comes, I don't have the money. You know. If that makes sense. Bam 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 bam. Buy me one too. I'll make it worth your while. That's crazy. I'm an unk for not getting this. Bro's trying to be an undercover chemist. Undercover chemist. This is a chemistry statement, Poopy. This is a chemistry statement, Poopy. Makes sense. I'm shit at math and science. Have you just tried counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. There's math. Summed up pretty well. Bow, bow, bow. Isopropyl alcohol?
Guys, what about a shot?
Jump scare, dude. My lord. Maybe I shouldn't do a shiny badge quest. I feel like everybody and their grandmother's gonna be doing a shiny only playthrough on the Switch 2 right now. I feel like shiny only playthroughs are about to be so oversaturated on Scarlet and Violet again. I feel like with the Switch 2 coming out, Scarlet Violet content would be so oversaturated. Dude, I'm sorry. My Twitter brain, or my ADHD, not my ADHD, my brain sees one thing on Twitter and then I'm like, ooh, wait, I want to look at that. And then there. Are you dabbling Genshin a little bit? Actually, there was like a couple years ago, but I was hella into Genshin. It wasn't a dabble. I would play the game for like large hours a day. I would wake up, stream Call of Duty, and stream play Genshin until I went to bed. I'm gonna box Switch shines with someone on the Switch too. True. Now we're cooking content, baby. Now we're cooking content. But no, yeah, I did for a little bit, and I still have the game. I cannot for the life of me get back into it. I try to get back into it, and I get so bored every time. I've tried making new accounts. I've tried playing again on my main account. I literally get on it, claim the free rewards, spend wishes on like one of my 7 accounts. Like I'll log in on all 7 accounts, get the free rewards, gamble, and then never touch the game again. It's so sad that my passion's gone, because for the longest time, there was a character that I really, really wanted. There was actually 2 characters. Like the top 2 characters I really wanted were Hu Tao and Child. And I have an account that has both of those alongside D-Luke, which actually I was arguing I wanted D-Luke more than I wanted Hu Tao. So this account I have has all 3 of my characters, and I'm not that far into the game, which means I have a lot of playability that I can do on it. And I just no motivation to touch the game, despite the fact that I have 3 of my favorite, most wanted characters that I never got. So it's like I can be able to play the game with completely different characters. I just can't get myself to get back into the game. I just can't. I don't know what it is. Every time I try to, it's just my brain is it's not stimulated enough by it anymore. According to my friends, I have some most insane pulls when them just started. They give beginner's luck. But it's so crazy, especially since I joined early in the getting beginner's luck. I don't think beginner's luck is true. I think that's not true. They give you a free 10 pull, and with the 10 pull, you're guaranteed something. And then they give you the Noel pulls, or the Noel banners, which I think those have increased chances to get characters, and it's also you spend 8 and get 10, so you get 2 free wishes twice. But I'm only saying I know they don't have beginner's luck because I used to make new accounts. What's it called? I used to literally make new accounts. The character I wanted was D-Luke, and he was one of the standard characters. I could never get him. So there was like a phase, like a 2-week phase where I would just all day, every day, make a new account, play through the tutorial of the game, get to the free 10 pulls, do a 10 pull, don't get D-Luke, restart the game on a new save. Bounce, bounce. I just got a Chevrolet. I know nothing about new character lore. I know Jungling and Noelle because those are old character lore, but I haven't touched that game in like 3. Like, okay, well, not touch that game because I'll open the game and play the characters, but I don't know anything post like 2022. Hit the Gangnam Style. And if I don't, Jibbins, what then? But that game is so fun. Like, there was a small period of time where I was playing through the game with Kage. And it was more so, I was just enjoying the fact that he was playing that's so weird. I was enjoying the fact that he was playing the game more than I was playing the game. Like, the second he got off of the game, I was like, okay, I'm not playing this shit anymore. I'm good, bro. But then when he was on, I'm like, dude, hell yeah, this is fire. No, I wasn't playing, like, with them. Like, we were both playing separately because of the 2-character limit thing. But it was just, like, fun to, like, watch him play, but also, like, I would be able to play myself kind of deal. Because I can't watch somebody play a game. If I watch somebody play a game, it makes me want to play a game. Which is why I want to get a Switch 2 now, because I've been watching Scarlet and Violet 2 clips, and it makes me want to play Scarlet and Violet 2. On the Switch 2. I mean, so when I do it, whenever I watch somebody play, I have to play myself. I don't have to play myself, but I get the urge to play the game myself. But the second they stop playing, or even like 10 minutes into me playing, I'm like, okay, this sucks. I think it's the second they stop playing. Because like, if I'm playing through a game, or I'm watching somebody play through a game, and I can play with them. But if I turn the YouTube video off to play the game myself, I don't want to play the game anymore. I'm like, wow, this kind of sucks. But I guarantee you, if I kept that YouTube video on and played alongside them, I'd have a lot more fun. So that's just kind of how it is. Bow. Bow. As your best friend, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it is my best friend. This also does help. Oh, I thought I was loading out an encounter. Run. Big stretch. Wait, hold on. What time do they close? Oh, they close at 8. How much longer am I supposed to stream for? Oh, half an hour is not bad. Okay. Okay, never mind. Guys, that's what I am here, so you pull or say in the chat on how I can do next. Somewhere Trevenant. I would do Trevenant. Because hidden ability Trevenant goes crazy. That's what I would do. That was awesome again. Good luck. Thank you very much, homie. I hope you have a great honka let me meet, dude. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it, dude. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic slumber. I'm gonna make a YouTube post. Your channel. Bum bum. What about? I love this theme so much. Such a good theme. Hold on, I'm making a poll really quickly. Please do not hate me. Thank you for the hydrate, dude. Are all my bottles empty? Huh. Okay, hold on. Grab the bottle. I can do an encounter in the meantime. Give me a shiny. Oh, that's not. That's a repel. Okay, guys, if I get a shiny, you guys go crazy, okay? Give me one on the left. Come on, give me one on the left. Thank you. Okay, it's not a shiny. I'm clear. I'm gonna be clear. I'm terrified for the like the potential reality that I get a shiny as I step away. I am terrified for that reality. Also, I know he's not here anymore, but cheers. Okay, hold on. Few more encounters really quickly. One more hour of work. You got that. You got that easy peasy. And then you're home free. Osha, I need you to lock in. I have 17k points on this. Actually, I'm gonna go to sleep. Giving away shiny collectibles. Why would you do that? Why would you give those away? Come on, Asha. Why are you calling me Asha Orb? Why are you doing that? New me? Asha hates his supporters. Yup. This is true. Yup. Chat, I freaking hate you guys so much. You guys stink and you smell, and the only aura you have is green aura with flies. What if I just like the doubters more? What if I just like the doubters getting bred? See, I voted on doubt with my alt account, so I just want to make my alt account a lot of stonks. Gotta make sure the alt account gets bans, you know what I'm saying? This dude, somebody commented on my YouTube video, and the question was, what's your guys' favorite shiny from the run? And it was the Alpha Sapphire run. And they said their favorite shiny was Shiny Heracross because it looks like their mother's fun toy. What the fuck do I like? Why would you comment that? That's so weird. Why would you comment that? I don't need to know that. Why do you know that? What? Brother, that banana god. No way, mine too. That's a banger response. That's a banger response. There we go. Digital footprint, by the way. Digital footprint, by the way. But, oh, that's such a crazy thing to comment. I don't smell. I have a Jack in the Box T-Pain air freshener and I can prove it. Oh, you got an air freshener. You're one of those people, huh? You're one of those people, huh? I say, I say. The more you know. The more lore you know. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I thought that lollipop was shiny. I'm gonna be honest. I totally thought that lollipop was shiny. 13 days, 1 hour. Oh, okay, air traffic. I see you, bro. You are 23 hours. Oh, that was 2 weeks, bro. Go crazy, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. I just got like so tired so fast. This is the first stream I haven't had an energy drink in literally ever. Ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a minute, dude. I cannot tell you the last time I had ice cream. Maybe it was yesterday. I wish. I remember the last time I had an energy drink. Have one right now. No, don't. They're so bad. Don't actually. They're gross. Don't do that. That is a good thing. Caffeinated beverage should be exclusive to Caffey. I want a cannoli. What is a cannoli? Like roly poly oly? Banger show, by the way. WTF? What? What? You don't know? No. Should I? What is a cannoli? Uncultured aunt. What is a cannoli? What is a cannoli? Oh my god, it's like a wrap with cookie. It's a cookie wrap. It looks like cookie dough, and then like it's not a wrap, but it's like a cinnamon bun. Some sort of like sweetened bun. That looks like a wrap. Wait, that looks kind of yummy. Ooh. It's kind of crunchy. Oh. Not cool. It's Italian dessert, the best kind ever. He's Canadian, so there's an excuse. I am Italian, so. I sent a DM, people peep whenever. I'll peep in 17 years, 37 minutes, 19 seconds. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Hello, Leia. How is the happy Thursday, dude? Apparently not. You shut it. You shut it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Here's a nice, but I prefer tiramisu. Okay, at this point, you guys are just making stuff up. At this point, you guys are just making words up. Not even real words. Not even real. Fictional words. Gamer. No, man. Quiet, man. Focus on your deceased Pokemon. You're so right. You're so right. My apologies. I'm having hot dogs for dinner. I'm so excited. Dude. You just got me craving those cheap hot dogs. I'm a weirdo who only likes cheap hot dogs. I don't like actual hot dogs. I think hot dogs are gross. But those cheap hot dogs that are like, you know, they come in the pack and they're like really cheap. Those are so good. Costco hot dog, I'm hard. Insert Vine Boom. I want to do that, dude. Okay, my stomach's yelling at me. I gotta do that. I gotta get a Costco membership. How much is it, Chad? It's in like $70,000 a year. How much Costco membership? The executive membership is $130 a year. The executive gives access to exclusive offers and discounts. What discount? But that counts too, though, right? See, if I could go to Costco consistently, I would, but I don't. Costco's far. I gotta move to a Costco. That's what I gotta do. Move inside of the Costco. Maybe I can meet the Costco guys. That'd be kind of cool. To see if one of your roommates has one and go with them. No, but see, I'm a routine person, okay? Not like a routine, but like I want to shop at Costco because I'm a bulk shopper. I'm a bulk shopper at heart. I'm somebody who will get paid $3,000 and then go spend all 3,000 of those dollars on stuff that I'll need. And I won't spend it on anything stupid. I would just go buy like $100 worth of toothpaste. Okay, maybe not toothpaste because it expires. But like stuff like that, you know? Or like $400 worth of toilet paper and then never have to go buy toilet paper again for the next like year and a half. But more Q-tips. The Q-tips are proof of this. Exactly. I bought 5,000 Q-tips. Same thing with toothpaste. Though I actually am kind of running out, but it's okay because they'll expire, or it'll expire by the time I run out, so it's okay. Or like deodorant. Or okay, Freddy Fazbear, calm down. Tums. These things. I bought, I think, 12 of these. Because they don't expire, right? I don't actually look. I probably should have looked up before I bought them. I bought like 12 of these. In my Costco trip, like I am still benefiting from my Costco trip 2.5, almost 3 years ago. Like I still use so much of the stuff that I got there now that I just haven't had to pay for because I paid for it all then. Oh, I have to island skin. I'm so stupid. But I was always prepared. Yeah, pretty much. However, with food, you have to go get food regularly, you know. You can't go buy you can go buy cans, but I don't want to buy cans. Like the stuff that I eat, I would have to regularly go buy. And I can't regularly go. Or maybe I can, but I have to ask people to like go get a ride and or take an Uber. I'm not trying to do either of those. Because those are, you know, what the fuck? We'll just game. What the hell just happened? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, I don't have consistent rides there, and I don't like depending on people. So I wouldn't be able to do that. If I lived near one, I just walk over. Or even like, you know, bike over, whatever it may be. And then do that. My Twitch account is almost 10 years old. My Twitch account is almost older than half of your viewers. But that'll never be the case because as your Twitch account gets older, so does the viewers. Costco memberships are so bullshit. I'm not excited to have to get one when I move out. Why? $130 a year is not bad. That is like $10 a month. But then you'll pay for YouTube Premium, which is like $15 a month. And that's if you get the executive one. The Gold Star one is $65 a year. So that one is $5 a month. You just have to pay it up front. What's the point of pre-ordering ZA for Switch 2 when you get the free upgrade? No, I don't think you're gonna get the free upgrade. I'm pretty sure if you buy the Switch 1 version of ZA, it's not gonna be like you get the Switch 2 version. I'm pretty sure they're gonna it's gonna be different. Like if you buy the Switch 1 version, you won't have the opportunity to upgrade to Switch 2. You'll have to rebuy the Switch 2 version. I think the only instance is the Switch 1 games that currently exist. Some of them have Switch 2 upgrades. It says you can upgrade. I have to wait and see when the game comes out, I guess. I do pay for Disney Nitro. I shouldn't be talking. Exactly. Exactly. Nitro for a year costs more than a Costco membership. And all Nitro does is let you use silly little emotes and make your Discord a different color. Costco membership allows you to pay for survival necessities at a good, honestly, a good price. How much is a Costco pizza? $18-inch pizza is $10. You can buy a large pizza for $10 at Costco. You ain't getting that anywhere else. There you go. There you go. $10 upgrade free. Oh, then there you go. Did I? Yeah, I did on this game. Because I imagine, like, the game's performance is going to be different. And there might be... I'm not going to say there's going to be cut content, but there might be, like, exclusive features for the Switch 2. Also, the Switch 2 is, like, actively speaking, not because the Switch 2 is more powerful, because the Switch 2 version will be able to run better. It's just, they're going to be, like, not different games, but they are going to be different games. Like, the best example I can give you is look at Black Ops 3 on the PS3 and Black Ops 3 on the PS4. It's the same base game, but there's so much different about it. Oh, there's an upgrade fee for Scarlet and Violet? Wait, it's a $10 upgrade fee for Scarlet and Violet? I thought the upgrades... Scarlet Violet Switch versus Switch... Yeah. To upgrade from Scarlet and Violet on the Switch to the Switch 2, isn't that upgrade free? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Traffic, I'm not following you at all. It is, yeah? Then that's what I thought. But now I want to know what air traffic's talking about. I just think that, like, I just don't understand what they're talking about. Like, not like they're saying something wrong. I'm just not following something. Like, I missed a crucial point in the lore. Zero will be a different game, but not really. Is it like Scarvy? I think it'll be more than like Scarvy. I think it'll be more like Scarvy. A lot more. Or not more, not like, a lot more than Scarvy. A lot more than like Scarvy. Like, I think there's gonna be like a noticeable difference. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's gonna be cut content. There we go. That's what. The Switch version is gonna have cut content. That's what it's gonna be. The Switch version is gonna have cut content. That's it. There we go. That's the terminology. I figured it out. I think the Switch version of ZA is gonna have cut content. Or the Switch version is not gonna get DLCs. Or something. It's not gonna be just a graphical upgrade. It is not. You're not gonna pay $10 to have better graphics. That is not gonna be the case. They would not. I don't see that being acceptable. Like, they can make that an attempt, but I don't see that working out the way that they would imagine it would, if that's the case, but I don't know. But the Wii version of the Switch Breath of the Wild is here. Breath of the Wild is on the Wii. Can't wait to pre-order today. Did you pre-order for Switch 1 or 2? The show's not going to throw away the opportunity to get 500 bucks out of you. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. Spin, Doros! Spin! Get me an encounter. Please. What do you have for encounters? 946. Okay, not bad. A little distracted today and lots of technical difficulties, so it makes sense we're not at 1K encounters a stream. But not bad. Ow. That was not supposed to happen. I apologize. Yeah, dude. I'm so excited to get the Switch 2 until I look at the price tag and was like, ooh. Oh. Not very fun anymore. I keep looking at, what does Shiny Lillipup look like? I'm so terrified of getting a Shiny Lillipup. Johnny Lillipup. Scarvy. What do you look like, you little freaker? Not Scarvy. It's USUM. My stupid ass. Age is a little more yeller. Okay, sick. Bum bum bum. I'm so nervy. What if we get something that's not Ralts? Maybe that's a good thing because like I can just stall more time before the inevitable. I would sell my soul to Nintendo, to be honest, but what would you get for what? At the cost of what? What would you get in return? Like for free Pokemon games if that's your life? For all the Pokemon plushies? Games? You would sell your soul to Nintendo? That means you would be willing to commit anything that they... Like, you would be able to obey their every command in exchange for every single Pokemon game? You would give up free will to be able to enjoy every single Pokemon game? I'll take it all day. Go chat. If you want to buy the rights to a human being, air traffic is for sale. Small price. How do you sell myself to Sega? Anything for Puyo Puyo and Rhythm Thief, my beloveds? I feel like... No, you've told me about Puyo Puyo. I feel like every time you talk about it, I forget it, but I'm like, I know what that is. But I never remember. Right. It's the ripoff Tetris. Right. That's a Sega game? Oh my god. What happened to you, Sega? You used to make cool games like Sonic the Hedgehog, and now we're... Hawaii, oh, whoa, what's this? Notices your bulge Tetris. Not hating on your game, by the way. I'm just... Definitely a change in... You know. Probably some of the games with OC? Yes. She does. I believe... Or I would believe so. Maybe like one or two. Because she tossed in a little of everything. If Pokemon was such a big part of my life since I haven't ordered so much. So this is true. This is true. Retweet. Honestly, retweet that one. Ralts Tua. I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping. We're approaching odds, dude. We're getting there. But we're gonna get it right now. It's okay. Oh, it's not even Ralts, so it's a freaking bird. The stupid freaking bird. Oh, Scooby, you're actively edging. It's 1 week. Time of the week where mom forced me to pick up food. Hashtag uncool. Boo! Mom forces you to eat. Boo! Boo! L mom. Boo! W mom. W mom for holding you up to your responsibilities. God cannot allow you to just do nothing all day, unfortunately. That's against the rules. Not allowed. We do not stand nothing. Bow, bow, bow. You're not shiny? Good. Every time we see Lillipup, dude, my soul sinks a little bit out of fear that it's shiny. But it comes right back up the second I realize it's not. It's okay. Bow, bow. And now we spin. I think we'll go to 975 for today. See how long that takes. 19 days, 8 hours. You almost have 20 days, dude. Well, not like you're not far, but you're getting there. That's a better way to word that. You're getting to 20 days, dude. Huge. Dare I say massive? Not 1,000. No, because I have to go to Best Buy. You get a Switch too if they have it, and then if they don't have to, I have to go somewhere else because I need to get that today. I tried to order it online and they were instantly sold out. So I was like, oh, okay, sick. Kick. Bump, bump, bump. And also, I like edging. I like edging 1K. I'll be a silly Billy if that means that we don't get to 1K just to edge the viewer. Okay, maybe not the viewers. Maybe I could have chosen a better choice of words there. Didn't have enough for everyone who pre-ordered IRC. Yeah, that's insane. Cause like, this is the most or one of the most anticipated what's it called? One of the most anticipated games or like consoles of all time. So it's like you think you're not gonna sell them? You think you're gonna run short? You're gonna overstock? Are you kidding me? We were talking about this earlier. I was like, you guys should have like gotten like 4 times stock, whatever your normal stock is. You should have gotten 4 times that, or at the very least 3. Because like, what? You think you're not gonna sell them? Like people are gonna buy your console, bro. This is the most it's already surpassed the Wii U in sales, and it hasn't even been out for 24 hours, and it's already surpassed the Wii U in sales. Which is saying something, because there is a part of the community, or like a part of the fan base, that will not buy a Switch because of the price. That's saying something. Despite the price and a chunk of the community not wanting to pay the price, they still already outsold the Wii U. So, I mean, it is the Wii U, to be fair, but like, bro, really? I will say they're good. They're doing good for anti-scalping. They're doing very good for anti-scalping, making it 1 per household. Yeah, the Wii U wasn't pretty. This is true. The Wii U was not epic, but Wii U was also a very anticipated console coming off of the Wii, which I think is the best-selling console of all time. What is the best-selling console of all time? It's the Wii U, right? Oh, or it's the Wii, Simon, but it's it says the PlayStation 2. With 157 million units sold. Really? How many... Is the Wii U not considered a console? Or the Wii, sorry? How many Wiis were sold? 101 million units. Oh, okay, no. The PlayStation 2 has it over by 50%. Okay. Okay, the Wii U... Then the Wii is the best-selling Nintendo console. It's the best... I thought it was the best of all time. It's the best-selling Nintendo console. I think. Right? The Switch hasn't surpassed it yet, has it? Switch. The Nintendo Switch sold 152 million units worldwide? Oh, no, the Switch is the most sold console almost of all time. 5 more million Switches sold, and it would have surpassed the PlayStation 2. Wow. Oh, wait, no. Wait, making it the 3rd best console behind the PlayStation 2 and DS? The DS sold 154 million? Wow. No, that's crazy. No, I didn't know. Where did I hear that the Wii was the best-selling console then? I guess... Yeah, you know, you can make the argument, though. DS isn't a console, though. That's fair. No, honestly, okay, no. I think... Because I remember seeing that. So I'm guessing the argument they made is that the DS isn't a console. The best console is the Wii. Maybe. But... That's crazy. 154 million DS copies were sold. Is insane. Alright, last 2 encounters of the stream chat. We have on the right side a baby with no green or no blue. And on the left side, we have a baby with no blue. Alright. What can you expect? Welcome to Shiny Hunting, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're going to call it for today's stream. Thank you guys so very much for stopping. Before stream ends, I do want to say a fat thank you to the homies. Starting off with Moonpal with a tier 1. Thank you so very much. As well as a follow-up with 6 gifted subs. Moonpal, bro, if you're watching the VODs or you can somehow hear my voice or see my face, thank you so very, very much. As well as Evie with a gifted sub and 200 biddies. Air Traffic with a 21 biddies. And Mr. Bicular, as well as Positive with the primes for 19 months and 7 months respectively. Oh, and Air Traffic with the 7 months of prime. That was below. My sincerest apologies. Thank you so very much. The additional support is not at all needed, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated. So seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. But even if I didn't say your name, if you're here, if you can see my face, you can hear my voice. Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. We'll be live again tomorrow, same time, same place, 2:30 PM EST. Maybe not Island Skin. Maybe we're doing a Scarfy Shiny only playthrough. Maybe. Probably. But maybe not. This is going to be a very, very last minute decision. I don't know. If we do, it'll be on the Switch too, but I'll let you guys know tomorrow when I see you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the night. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. Make sure you guys are eating food and drinking water, because we do things backwards around here. And with that being said, have a fantastic night, gamers. I'll see you guys tomorrow.